Years ago, they ran this race for the first time. 10,000 people showed up. Nobody knew what they were starting. They knew it was something special. They just didn't know it would never stop.
The Kentucky Derby!
Wars, floods, bankruptcy, a global pandemic. Derby found a way. Right now, somewhere across this city, a Louisvillian is doing what Louisvillians do on Derby Day. They're not going to the track. They're at home, dressed up, mint julep in hand, little slips of paper with horse names on them thrown into a hat on the kitchen table. That's how we do it here, always has been. In the neighborhoods that surround these twin spires, somebody's got a cooler of cold beer on the front porch, a speaker blasting, and a parking spot for sale. That's Louisville. That's our Derby. But today, this city also belongs to the world. Hotel lobbies are packed with people who've been planning this trip for years. For them, this isn't just a Saturday. This is a bucket list item. This is the one. You don't have to know a thing about horse racing to love this day. You just have to show up in style.
They are off in the Kentucky Derby.
20 years ago, a bay colt named Barbaro broke from the gate and ran like he owned the place.
Barbaro wins by 7.
And 100 years ago, Bubbling Over crossed this finish line first. 152 years, and we're still here. But this year, the backside feels a little different. The sport lost a trailblazer and two of its greatest teachers. Two men who believed in their horses when seemingly nobody else did. And a woman who believed in her right to ride. Sound familiar? That's what this race does. It produces the untouchable,
And Monarchos have won the Kentucky Derby.
the unlikely, and the unique,
It's Giacomo.
and the utterly unforgettable.
Minus Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result here.
The next generation steps into those footprints, passing something down, father to son, trainer to student, generation to generation. 1.25 miles, 20 horses, 2 minutes. And somewhere in this city, 10,000 mint juleps from now, a new name gets added to the most storied list in American sports. This is Derby Day. This is Louisville. This is ours. Kentucky Derby 152 on your official Derby station, Wave.
And welcome to live coverage right here on Wave. It's going to look a whole lot different there. And if those twin spires could talk, right, about all the history that has taken place here, the great finishes, and how things have changed and evolved as we take a live look there at one of the newer spots here at Churchill Downs, the First Turn Club. And there is the infield and the winner's circle, where in about 11 hours from now, we'll have a new winner of the Kentucky Derby claiming its spot in history.
Yeah, those twin spires, more than 120 years old. That's something about Churchill Downs you will never see change. You legally can't change them because they are historical there. But yeah, so many things that have grown here at Churchill Downs. It seems like every time you come here, there's something new to see.
Yes, it's been a lot of changes, and they still have more projects coming up in the future. But we end it Oaks night, 8:40 post time for that race. Always a runner. Always a winner, yeah. We've been saying that all day. Yeah. I mean, it is. That horse, that filly, an amazing job now winning 3 races straight, unbeaten, and Chad Brown celebrating, hoping to go for the Oaks Derby today.
We'll have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, we have team coverage. We've got you covered all throughout Churchill Downs today. We'll take you to the fan experience, the First Turn Club, plus the backside of Churchill Downs, running around the barns. But let's start with weather too, because we had to make some last-minute adjustments to our outfits today.
Well, I thought you would have a shawl or something on, Olivia. It's going to be chilly back there. I mean, we've got the gloves on out here.
At least a parka or something.
Right?
Yeah, well, we're all layered up. I've got like 10 T-shirts on. I've got heat packs inside my gloves. I got heat packs inside my shoes at the moment. I'm prepared.
Surprised they let you through security.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like, we're not going to touch him. He's trying to stay warm. But as long as you take those precautions, you'll have a great time here today.
Yeah, you know, I was walking in, and I walked in with track president Mike Anderson, and I was asking him how yesterday went. They had about 103,000 plus people in here yesterday. It was a historic day for the Kentucky Oaks being run in prime time, and he said everything was great. They had an awesome day, great crowd. They appreciated the nice weather. He was asking, how does the weather look today? And I said, probably not as nice, but not a whole lot different.
Yeah, exactly. That you see that little bit of a gloomy sky, that overhanging of a dark cloud over Churchill Downs. But let me show you the true reason why we're looking at that. Let me show you a different view. This is from our SkyTri camera, looking right now toward the Twin Spires. We have a current temperature of 45. Okay, yesterday we started at 48. That's not a huge difference, but the wind, 3 miles per hour.
That's a little different, and that will change. We're going to see the winds pick up just a bit. You'll also see the rain chance pick up just a bit. Here's the current view of the radar. Churchill Downs labeled there for folks that may be watching at the hotels downtown, thinking, well, do I need to grab a poncho from the gift shop before we head out? It's going to be a safe bet to have one, though I have a feeling you're not going to need it long, and the rain is not going to be heavy.
Yeah, this is not a heavy soaking rainfall. You're right. Most of this will be in the form of sprinkles. Just be aware of that chance. Keep in the back pocket, as Kevin said. We'll watch the wind. It may increase a bit as the day evolves, especially if we get some sunshine. We're 45 for it feels like temperature. So again, not too bad on the wind chill, but as we evolve throughout Derby 152, it will be chilly at times when those passing showers move through. But the rain chance is only 20, maybe 30%, but a lot of these will have a tough time making it to the ground because the area is drier in the area today. But on our way to post time at 6:57.
We have dry air in place. That's good news. We'll see that soak up most of the rain as it falls, guys. And then looking forward to the afternoon, we'll be in the upper 50s. And if we see some sunshine, we may even hit that 60-degree mark. So similar to what we saw yesterday.
Brian and Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin, I am just so impressed with you and Olivia. I don't know how. I mean, you guys were up until very late last night hosting that gala special, which was so much fun.
I got a full 2 hours of sleep. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I got about 3, so I'm ahead of you there. And you know, that late Oaks post time did not stop the folks from coming out to the parties. We saw that, and Olivia and I commented on that throughout the show last night. There were a lot of folks there from 9 o'clock on. It was really nice to see.
Well, you know what? You can sleep tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Well, there'll be time for that after all this fun.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not tired, I'm not cold. It's mind over matter on Derby Day, right? Power through.
I'm pretty cold.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to convince myself here. You're not helping.
Yeah. Hey, what a day yesterday for jockey Jose Ortiz. He won 4 races and then went on to win the Oaks race as well.
I'm sure he is hoping to keep that luck going throughout Derby weekend. And let's send things down to Kendrick Haskins. He is live in the paddock this morning. Looking good, Kendrick.
Hey, ladies, you looking as gorgeous as ever. A little bit of breaking news this morning. Derby contender, the Puma, has been scratched from the Kentucky Derby. A swollen pastern left front and skin infection, according to David Grinning, is nothing major but needs to be treated with antibiotics. So once again, the Puma has been scratched from the Kentucky Derby. Well, horse owner Mike Rapoli has had the worst of luck when it's come to the Kentucky Derby, never winning it. He comes in with the Derby favorite in Renegade, but once again, a little bit of bad luck happened at the post position draw.
Coming into Derby week, Renegade was the favorite despite not being the points leader. However, post position number 1 to Renegade. He drew the 1 hole, a place that hasn't seen a winner in the Derby since 1986. Renegade trainer Todd Pletcher was on a flight when he heard the news.
My wife was on Twitter and saw it, and she told me. So.
And what was your reaction?
Wasn't good. I was kidding yesterday that I reached for the air sickness bag.
However, Renegade was still the favorite after the draw.
I went 4-1 on Renegade. Didn't love him drawing the rail. Would have probably liked maybe clicking him up a little bit. But when I do that, I commit myself to making a certain total in terms of points. I would have had to adjust a lot of numbers. And I don't think the rail is the disadvantage that it may have been 10 years ago before we had one starting gate for everybody to break from.
Don't tell Pletcher that.
You say that, and I went back and watched all of them since then, and you could make the case the one horse didn't get a very good trip, with the exception of maybe Citizen Bull.
Despite the draw, Pletcher is confident in his horse, and rightfully so.
Renegade way out in the center of the track, but he's coming with a burst.
His stretch run in the Arkansas Derby was a wow moment that put the race world on notice.
In the Arkansas Derby, it's off to the run for the roses.
Pletcher feels that if Renegade has a clear path to the finish line, he likes his chances.
He's shown that turn of foot, that acceleration, that ability to close. And if Irad can get to the top of the stretch and be in contention, I think that'd give him a big shot.
It may be a little bit difficult for Renegade to get that far outside like he was in the Arkansas Derby coming from the one hole. But, hey, it's been 40 years. It's got to end at some point, right? Back to you, Shannon and Olivia.
Yeah, you would think so. Boy, that's going to be disappointing to a lot of people with the Puma scratching. And I know that Gustavo Delgado, the trainer, was feeling really good about those chances. So that means now it's a field of 19 instead of 20. That is the 4th scratch from the Derby field.
And we've heard great things about the Puma, and then a lot of fans like the Puma because of the rumors this week that were swirling that it could be part owned by Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't think we ever got that confirmed, but it's the internet rumor out there.
The internet rumor, and we were thinking, well, maybe Taylor would be here with Travis, because Travis has come in the past, but I don't think it is happening.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to Marissa Burke. She is in the fan experience today, and this is a really fun place to check out here at Churchill.
It absolutely is. We're still waiting on the fans. So I'm getting to know the people who are keeping everybody hydrated. And I'm here with Sonia. She's at the Oaks and Lilies tent over here. So if you're heading out, you can say hi to her and the crew. And Sonia, you have such a unique fascinator. So let's talk about it.
I actually kind of just threw this together the other day right before I came in for Derby. Has the Oaks, or the Lily, and the mint julep, and that's kind of what I make here. So, and today's julep day.
It's so fitting. And guys, I just want to remind people that when you're coming out here and enjoying a drink, you're also supporting some really great causes. So when people come out and get something from your bar, what are you guys giving your money back to?
We're giving it back to Adventures for Kids. So it is to support anything that kids do: scouting, cheering, piano lessons, horseback riding, whatever their heart desires. We just want to make sure that they can do what they want.
So guys, keep that in mind when you're heading out to the fan experience, because each different tent and drink has a different cause that they're supporting. So just remember that, but also make sure you stop by and say, hey, wave at Wave. Back to you guys.
Wave at Wave and dance with Wave. Yeah, Marissa, you and Tawana, I know, will be breaking it down there. That's their thing every Derby day.
Yes, they dance and everyone joins them too. Okay, those gates opening in just about 45 minutes from now. People will be piling into the infield to enjoy a terrific day of racing. 14 races total. Derby races number 12.
We'll be right back with more Derby on Wave News.
Derby Day data is sponsored by Riverside Cigar Shop and Lounge. While the mint julep is now synonymous with the Derby, over 120,000 are served each year, it wasn't always the signature drink. In the early years, whiskey punches and champagne were more common. The mint julep only gained traction as the official cocktail in the 1930s. Waves coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s. Today's headlines, important breaking news, and weather alerts when you need them.
Get the Wave Now app and stream anytime.
Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station. Wave's coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Hardin County Honda.
If you're shopping for trusted, high-quality new tires, look no further than Big O Tires. We're so confident in the tires we sell, we offer a 3-year full road hazard repair warranty, as well as free flat repair, rotations, and balancing. Come into your locally owned Big O Tires.
A disaster transforms your home into chaos. This is the world of Paul Davis Restoration. Ready to restore your home, to make things right. Paul Davis Property Restoration Experts.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Shoring with Advanced Implant Centers. I have 35 years experience and have performed over 17,000 dental implant procedures. It'd be my honor to meet you for a free consultation and give you the healthy, confident smile you deserve with our best price guarantee.
I wished I'd have financed it 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and gone ahead and got it done, because it makes that big a difference.
I love my smile.
Do I recommend Dr. Shoring? Absolutely.
Visit AdvancedImplantCenters.com. Change your smile, change your life.
CEO Live Talks returns to Wave Saturday, February 28th. Join us for life-changing conversations about public health solutions in Louisville. CEO Live Talks with Dr. Swanee Jett, Saturdays at noon, starting February 28th on Wave.
For decades, Kaufman and Stiggers helped victims of injury accidents. We've built a legacy of trust, fighting to put the most money in your pocket, and a commitment to supporting our community. We're here when you need us. Go to GetTheTiger.com.
At Big O, that now is no problem at all.
Step into spring savings with $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires. And use your Big O credit card to get $50 in rebate savings.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Good morning. Happy Saturday or happy Derby Day to you, the iconic Twin Spires right now. Nobody here yet. Gates haven't even opened, but we're up and at 'em early. It's Derby weekend. Who's sleeping?
No one sleeps, right?
Late parties last night for Oaks, and of course the late Oaks post time too. So yeah, it's really adjusting all our sleep schedules, especially for the horses too, and the jockeys, the trainers. Whew,
Yeah, it was a fast turnaround for a whole bunch of people. And Hall of Famer Bob Baffert back at the Kentucky Derby this year with 2 contenders. He's already won that race 6 times. Will it be 7? Let's go to Camille Gear with a look at Potente. Hi.
Yeah, hey guys, you know, if there's anybody's name that people know from the Kentucky Derby, it is Bob Baffert. He is synonymous when it comes to the race here at Churchill Downs. And like you said, the Hall of Fame trainer is chasing history. This year with his long shot, here's the story of Potente.
American Pharaoh and Victor Espinosa have won the Kentucky Derby!
Bob Baffert is no stranger to the winner's circle. The Hall of Fame trainer, tied for the all-time record with 6 Kentucky Derby victories, looks for a record-breaking win, number 7.
And once you've won it once, you can't wait to come back and do it again.
This year, one of his hopes is Potente, a colt that didn't race as a 2-year-old, but quickly climbed the Derby trail this spring. He broke through at Santa Anita in January, won the San Felipe Stakes in March, and followed it up with a runner-up finish at the Santa Anita Derby to earn his spot in the Kentucky Derby.
He's a big, strong, beautiful horse, and he looks like he can get the distance, and he has speed to go along with it, you know, and that's important.
And while he's chasing a bit of history, Baffert says he actually likes this type of spot, saying the long shots tend to make the wins a lot more rewarding.
Actually, when they're a longer shot and you win, those are the most fun races to win. When you're supposed to win, you're just relieved.
With Triple Crown winners Justify and American Pharaoh, he really felt the pressure because when you come into this race with the favorite, all eyes are on you. And he kind of
likes having the long shot with Potente. So maybe he'll feel a little bit less pressured today. Of course, Baffert does have 2 horses in this race. Litmus Test is also his other horse. Guys, I'll send things back to you.
You know, it's funny, Camille, even when he doesn't have one of the front runners or one of the favorites, still all eyes on him. You should see the crowd outside of his barn throughout the week.
Yeah, he's been calling it, instead of Barn 33, Club 33. Yeah, and it's a hard club to get into, too.
Right.
But Potente, the most expensive horse in the Derby field, $2.4 million. But, you know, Bob joined us for Sunrise at the Downs. He's going to be opening up, well, he's going to be here now much more often. Instead of just for Derby season, he has an assistant who's going to be running that barn. About 34 horses will be there. And we could see one of the newest horses, which was $10.5 million.
Well, yeah, at first he said 10.4. He said, no, 10.5.
Yeah, oh, sorry, off by 100K.
Yeah, an expensive horse. We'll have to see how that horse does here.
He's hoping that that will be one of the next year Derby runners.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Much more Derby coverage here on Wave News continues right after this.
When the excitement in Derby City ends, it's just getting started in nearby Corydon and Harrison County. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
It's time to plan a family get-together between your family and the Corolla family. Toyota Corolla has set the standard for dependability and value for generations. That's why it's often passed down between generations. In fact, it's the most dependable in its class, built right here in the USA. And so is the versatile new Corolla Cross with plenty of cargo space. Now get 4.99 APR financing on a new Corolla or a $209 a month lease. Or lease this Corolla Cross for $259 a month. America drives Toyota. Let's go places.
No need to wait for relief. Whether it's ear pain, sinus pressure, allergies, or a nagging cough, our ENT specialists are here for you. No appointment needed. Walk-in clinics available to help your whole family feel better fast. Visit Advanced ENT and Allergy today.
Abound Credit Union is for living. We're for Friday nights and Saturday mornings. We're for first drives and weekend trips. We have unique options based on your needs. Visit aboundcu.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris Mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
In Kentucky, we know that performance out of the gate matters. When life changes in an instant, you want representation that rises to the occasion and finishes strong. Thomas Law Offices, fighting for Kentucky, fighting for you.
Make Mother's Day special with Bud's Pfeiffer Jewelers. Right now, celebrate your love for Mom with a brilliant 1-carat heart-shaped loose diamond for only $4.99. Only at Bud's Pfeiffer Jewelers in downtown Corydon, Indiana.
Shelbyville, Chrysler, light it up. Big trucks roll when we pulling up. In that banjo with the 808 line. Turn the key, let the whole block rock.
If you think the first Saturday in May is thrilling, imagine what you could do with a whole weekend. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
And welcome back. We are bringing you Derby like never before. Today's broadcast is in high dynamic range, so you'll see brighter highlights, deeper shadows, richer colors from the silks to the stretch run. It is Derby in HDR.
And we are bringing you all kinds of coverage all over Churchill Downs. There's the infield right now where it is calm, but we know it will be flooded with people later today.
Yes.
Hopefully not flooded with rain, but I always say even if it doesn't rain, somehow you leave the infield muddy.
That's true.
I don't know how that happens.
So if you're heading to the infield, wear some very comfy shoes. Let's go right now to the starting gate pavilion. That is where David Mattingly has been hanging out, and right now you're the only person there.
Thank you. That's right. Good morning. And we
we've been talking this morning about all the things that the Derby has been known for. Back about 50-something years ago, Hunter S. Thompson wrote an article that launched gonzo journalism from the Kentucky Derby. It's a style that where the storyteller becomes the story. And what a story it was back then. It was called The Kentucky Derby is Decadent and Depraved.
There was no way either of us could have known at the time that it would be the last normal conversation we would have.
The words belong to Hunter S. Thompson, a Louisville icon, whose brutally vivid account of his weekend debauchery with a British illustrator at the 1970 Kentucky Derby lives on in infamy.
From that point on, the weekend became a vicious, drunken nightmare. We both went completely to pieces.
That voice you hear, however, belongs to a Thompson friend, a man he once called crazy as 9 loons.
I don't mind being called crazy as 9 loons by Hunter S. Thompson.
I talked with award-winning poet Ron Whitehead in his Clarksville home office, surrounded by a lifetime of career memorabilia, 2 very disinterested dogs, and a recently gifted full-sized stuffed bear. I wanted to know what Thompson was telling us about the most exciting 2 minutes in sports.
Hunter was brilliant at pointing out the ugliness of human behavior. And much of his writing is a wake-up call. Say, do you want to look like this? Do you want to act like this?
A lot of Thompson's observations in 1970 were fascinating, but not necessarily flattering. About the infield, Thompson said, "It's a fantastic scene. Thousands of people fainting, crying, copulating, trampling each other, and fighting with broken whiskey bottles." About the nattily dressed and well-heeled crowd, Thompson called them a pretentious mix of booze, failed dreams, and a terminal identity crisis. At the time, no one knew that was the moment Thompson's career began to flourish, and gonzo journalism came alive.
Hunter developed his writing ability, and it just got better and better. And it talks about how hard he worked to achieve the ability to write the way he did, to draw these graphic images that come to life, like the figures of visitors to the Kentucky Derby.
Whether you agree with his observations or not, Thompson's work won him a place in Louisville's heart. 56 years after declaring the Derby decadent and depraved, Thompson is remembered with multiple murals around the city. He was inducted into the Kentucky Journalism Hall of Fame. His career chronicled at the Fraser History Museum. His attitude celebrated for years with music and art at Gonzo Fest. He's even been featured in exhibits at the Kentucky Derby Museum. All of it honoring Thompson's attitude, his perspective, his talent, and his honesty.
Hunter had the ability to see deeply into a person or a situation in an instant and recognize the truth.
Thompson died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in 2005, leaving curious fans to wonder, what would he think of the Derby now, after years of multi-million-dollar expansions and tickets that cost thousands?
You know, I asked Ron Whitehead that question, and the answer he gave me is something we can't talk about on TV, but Thompson probably would have approved. Thompson, after all, had some observations about television as well. He called it a long plastic hallway. A long plastic hallway. A long plastic hallway where pimps and thieves run free and good men die like dogs.
Oh, wow.
Happy Derby, ladies.
Bravo. A great reveal, too. I was not expecting that, David.
Academy Award to David Mattingly.
I lost my cigarette. You know, it's funny when you dress up like this. I don't know, I just feel a little more dangerous today.
Well, you look the part.
David Dangerous Mattingly.
That's right. And David, by the way, this is such a special Derby for you. You returned back home after such an incredible career at CNN, and you've added so much to Wave over the years that you've been here, but you're retiring soon.
That's right. This is the last Derby I'll be covering with Wave. This is my 10th one. And it's been a wonderful experience. Everybody talks about the horses, but for me, it's always been about the people. And I can't wait to see what new friends I make today. So stay tuned. We're going to have some fun.
Okay, good. And I hope you stay with that look throughout the day.
I don't know. Is it working for me? I don't know.
It's working. We love it. So we love it.
I keep losing my cigarette. I don't know if I can pull that off or not.
Well, hey, you keep practicing. It looks good. Thank you, David, and congrats on a great career, too.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure this will be his last time covering it, but it won't be his last Derby.
No.
It's like he's making friends up there. I'm sure he'll be back there next year.
Yes. And speaking of prices, Don G is joining us from the First Turn Club, I should say. And you were telling us how much the ticket prices there were yesterday, but then they have those amazing restrooms that you showed off.
I'm going to tell you what, the restrooms are worth $2,500. They're wonderful because in the little area in front of them, there's couches and Derby history. And I mean, I'm just saying, okay, so I'm going to just move this way. If you're not at the Derby yet, bring your raincoat. The rain is finally coming down. It is. I wanted to show you there. Look, you can see the rain on my table. Here is this year's 152nd Derby glass, and this is the Woodford Reserve Cup. All of these, everybody that comes in for their $2,500 have those on their table. Everybody gets to eat and drink as much as they want, and they get to use those beautiful restrooms as much as they want. So this is where I will be. We might be inside, though. Shannon and Olivia, it's sprinkling. Back to you.
No. Yeah, we didn't even notice that until you said it. We turned around. We're like, oh, no. Yeah, get inside, or at least under a covered area, Dawn.
Yes, and I love the glasses for this year.
I do,
They're pretty.
too. I want one of those.
So that is a shot right there. Pretty soon that area will be filled with people. Wonder how many people will be here this year. We don't want the rain. Like, cold we can take, but not cold and rain.
I don't know. I feel like rain is inevitable, though, on Derby Day, so let's just get it out of the way now. A light sprinkle, and then it'll be gone.
Okay, good idea. We'll be right back.
Derby Day Closed Captioning is sponsored by BJ Heating and Cooling.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana. Go, baby, go!
For decades, Kaufman and Stiggers helped victims of injury accidents. We've built a legacy of trust, fighting to put the most money in your pocket, and a commitment to supporting our community. We're here when you need us. Go to getthethiger.com.
We live with you, build with you, grow up with you, and dream with you. At Central Bank, we belong to the same communities you do. You're our neighbors, friends, and business partners. And through the relationships we build with you every day, we consistently serve you better. That's what highly personal banking is all about. We start with you.
In our lives, we are given countless choices and the courage to forge our own paths. Some journeys are direct, others take time, patience, and perseverance. But every path begins with a single decision: to start. At Ivy Tech Sellersburg, opportunity isn't a finish line, it's a foundation. A place where potential is discovered, skills are built, and futures take shape. No matter where life takes you, remember, it all starts here.
My energy use is up.
If it's high, use my meter to find out why.
Visualize your energy, set notifications, and find harmony between your habits and your bill.
I can track and better understand my energy usage.
Yes. That's Energy Zen.
You saw him too, right?
Need a new fence but can't get a company to call you back? For over 50 years, Oklahoma Fence has always answered. High-quality fences at an affordable price. Right now, get 10% off your new fence and have your quote in less than a week. Contact Oklahoma Fence today.
At Bob Hook Chevrolet, we give you more value with the new Chevy than any other dealer in Kentucky. Like our lifetime powertrain warranty, our love it or leave it 3-day guarantee, and your first 2 oil changes for free. Come see us or go to bobhook.com today.
At Trilogy Health Services, we're proud to serve the seniors that call Kentuckiana their home, with more than 15 locations offering a range of personal care, memory care, independent living, and skilled services. To learn more about us, from our non-agency staffing to our engaging life enrichment programs, visit us online at trilogyhs.com.
Looking like a cold start to Derby Day. Hey, maybe make some outfit adjustments. I was one of those people who said, I'm going to power through it. I'm not going to wear a jacket. I am not...
You don't have a jacket.
I have a little pashmina on, but I'm like, no, it's all about the fashion, the outfit. You got to show that off today. And I love your little fur here, too.
Thank
faux
you.
fur.
Faux fur. Yes, so we do have a little drizzle. So let's head in to talk to Kevin and Brian right now. So is this going to get out of here pretty quickly?
Yeah, the bad news on that is probably not as quick as you'd like it to, Shannon, Olivia. We've just increased rain chances just a bit through mid to late morning because of this light rain. We've been watching the radar views, but we've also been watching the sky, and you can see that from these views from Churchill Downs, that darkening sky coming in from the north.
Yeah, the good news is that as this moves in, the air is so dry that as the dark clouds move in, right now, the main thing that can make it to the ground is going to be in the form of sprinkles, just like what Don had briefly felt. So it looks like a lot of moderate rain coming our way, but the reality is much lighter. The thing is, that lighter idea, the drizzle idea, could linger for a while, especially for the first part here of Derby 152.
Yeah, and that's what we're really going to have to watch is this light rain. It can still be annoying if you have to be sitting in it. So I'd plan through at least midday. The goal will be to push this system off to our south as we approach that noon time frame, and we'd be able to hopefully reduce the rain chances just a bit. You can see the radar barely even sees the rain at this point. So if you're feeling the light rain and drizzle now, that's only going to increase a little bit over the course of the next couple of hours.
And it will allow for a temperature drop of a couple degrees here, at least reset, and then we'll try to catch up. So again, the rain chance will bounce around a bit, 20-30% or so as we get through the next few hours. Again, not a washout of a day, but certainly that light rain drizzle for the first few hours here. It's pretty likely, especially between, I would say, Lawrence County, Indiana, right into the Louisville metro. That zone we'll be watching.
Yeah, and at this point, every degree matters.
It does. So we're trying to gain them all and put them in our back pocket and use later, but we're holding on to them the best we can, and we'll keep an eye on the radar trends. And now that we have ground tree, that's like Don's our own storm spotter, which is nice. Yeah,
we need that. Though it's going in the wrong direction, we're hoping to lower those rain chances. Guys, we'll keep it at about a 30 to 40% chance through midday, and we'll keep adjusting. So stay tuned. Plan for the cold, certainly going to be here, and plan for a little bit of light rain and drizzle.
I don't really want to, but okay.
They're shaking their heads.
Yeah. I'm just glad when they're throwing things at us, it doesn't go through the screen. You know, we can't feel it.
You're lucky we're not close to you, Kevin. We'd be coming after you.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so just about 40 minutes or so ago, Kendrick broke the news that the Puma is out of the Derby race, so that's going to be disappointing. The Puma was getting a lot of fans around here, so that means it's now a 19-horse field.
Yeah, one of those is Chief Wallaby, trained by Bill Mott. Let's send things down to Kendrick live in the paddock. Hey, Kendrick.
Hey, ladies, if you're like me and like to bet across the board, Chief Wallaby could be a good bet. He's never finished less than third in his 3 races. And, of course, he's trained by Bill Mott, who was going for the Derby repeat as he won the Kentucky Derby just last year with Sovereignty.
All you, baby.
Baffert's not here yet.
Legendary trainer Bill Mott won his first Garland of Roses back in 2019 with Country House due to maximum security being disqualified.
If there's a foul and somebody loses their chance to gain a position, there has to be a disqualification.
So last year's win with Sovereignty was the first time his horse actually crossed the finish line first.
As I was rolling out of bed this morning, my wife asked me if I believed it yet, and I said, well, it's starting to sink in. It really is pretty special.
But this is a new year. Mott comes into this year's race with lightly run Chief Wallaby, who only has 3 races under his belt.
Every day's a new day. I mean, I feel like we're, once that's over, we're starting over.
The 3-year-old put in a work at the track on Monday with blinkers for the first time, and his jockey, Junior Alvarado, who was aboard Sovereignty last year, liked what he saw.
We added the blinkers, so we wanted to see how he was going to handle that, and he was pretty straightforward. He was very kind, didn't get rank at all with the blinkers, and very focused, something that we were looking for, and he did that today.
In between horses, Chief Wallaby.
Mott decided to add the blinkers after Chief Wallaby came up short in his last race, the Florida Derby.
He's an inexperienced horse. He's only had a limited number of races, and he just probably needs a little something to help him focus a little bit.
Of course, Bill Mott's son, Riley Mott, also has 2 horses in the Derby. And as far as Chief Wallaby's name, they're named after because the owner loves Wallaby shoes. We asked Bill Mott if he had a pair of Wallaby shoes. He says he did, and I have a feeling if they win the Kentucky Derby, the Wallaby Shoe Company would send him a couple of pairs. Shannon and Olivia?
Yes, absolutely.
I used to love those in high school because I'm 5'2", and you get like an extra inch of lift on those.
Oh, really? So Chief Wallaby, the current odds are 8-1. It's kind of been a buzz horse back here on the backside. And his son, Riley Mott, has 2 Derby contenders with Albus and Incredibolt. And that's the first time since 1964 a father and son have had different horses in the Derby.
I mean, would you rather beat your son or let him win? I don't know. Maybe I think I'd rather win. I'm too competitive. We'll have to see who ends up on top later today. But our Derby Day coverage continues on Wave right after this.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day, or any other day. Sorry, fella.
When your loved one needs more than one kind of care, you shouldn't need more than one team. Freedom Senior Services brings together in-home care and adult day health under one roof, one care plan, one team that knows your family by name. Freedom Senior Services, one team, one plan.
For over 40 years, Kentuckiana has trusted BJ Heating and Cooling. Before you buy, get our free second opinion over the phone. No extra appointments. Don't pay more for the same thing. We can save you thousands on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Sue, distracted driver.
I'm attorney Alex White. If you're injured, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
When the power goes out, Corrigan Electric keeps you on. Install a whole home generator today. Trusted professionals, efficient service, and priceless peace of mind. You know it's a Corrigan. Give us a call. Your electrician.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Kentuckiana, thank you for allowing Watson's to help decorate both the inside and the outside of your homes for over 30 years. We hope everyone has a great time enjoying the horses this week, whether you're at home or at the track, celebrating with friends, family, and neighbors. Remember, this is Kentuckiana's week to shine, whether it's inside or outside your home. When you're ready for some more fun, we hope to see you again at either one of our 2 area Watson's locations.
welcome back. So many incredible stories every single year from the Kentucky Derby. As you look there at the backside, that's where Olivia and I are. See, here we are.
Can you see us yet? There we are, kind of dancing.
And you know what's so neat after being here for the last few years is we have so many friends now, and we see, oh, hey, good to see you. How are you? How's the kids been?
I mean, I found people who live in Monroe, Louisiana, which is where I moved to right after college, and to see them year after year. And it's just such a special place. I love how this is a tradition for a lot of families.
Yes, and this will be packed back here in just a little bit. But so many great stories, and especially the story of the horse So Happy and all of the connections there.
Yeah, trainer Mark Glatt just lost his wife, but this is now his first horse in the Derby, so a really big honor for his late wife. Let's send things out to Camille Gear. She's at his barn right now. Hey, Camille.
Yeah, guys, you could call this one the story of Kentucky Derby 152. And if you're looking for someone to root for or a horse to bet on, let me introduce you to trainer Mark Glatt and horse So Happy. It's a run for the roses with a guardian angel along for the ride.
Something different to everyone. For some, it's a childhood dream to be in attendance on the first Saturday of May, and for others, it's a goal they've chased their entire career. For trainer Mark Glatt, it's all of that and more. This year's Derby carries a meaning that goes far beyond the racetrack.
My dad was a horse trainer, grew up in the Northwest, and you know, you dream of getting to the Derby, you dream of winning the Derby. Other than my kids being born, maybe the biggest thrill of my lifetime.
That dream is unfolding during an unimaginable loss. His wife, Dina, suddenly died in February, and just 8 weeks later, Glatt's horse, So Happy, ran in the Santa Anita Derby.
And now it's So Happy and Potente who go on with it at the top of the stretch.
I called on Dina at the 8th pole. I said, oh, pick us up, man. Pick us up and get us home.
So Happy puts him away late. It's So Happy pulling away to win the Santa Anita Derby.
He just took off, man. And when I pull up, that's the first thing I did. I looked to the skies and just wanted to look up there and tell her we did it, you know.
Dina didn't walk to the winner's circle with me, and you know, that was tough.
As he prepares to run the Kentucky Derby for the first time, he believes that Dina is still a part of the journey, still part of the ride that brought him here.
I absolutely think she's above and pushing us through this, and you know, hopefully enjoying the ride along with us. I think she'd be very proud of, you know, an accomplishment like this. We're still together, you know, even if it's just in spirit.
For Mark Glatt, this Derby is a milestone, but it's also a reminder that he's not taking this ride alone. Reporting at Churchill Downs, Camille Gear, Wave Sports.
Yeah, so obviously our hearts and our prayers go out to the Glatt family. I got to tell you, as I was editing that story last week, I was crying the entire time, right? What a pinnacle for Mark Glatt to get to the mountaintop of his career, and of course to suffer the loss of his wife Dina. So I know she's going to be with us in spirit today, and again, if you're looking for somebody to root for, there's your horse, guys.
Really is such a sweet story. And Mark Glatt picking the perfect jockey, because Big Money Mike Smith, he is always just so happy.
He joined us this week for Sunrise at the Downs. He's so positive. He says he prays all day long, just a bunch of short prayers too, and that makes a difference in his attitude right there. I love it.
So we will see how So Happy does in a few hours from now when that Derby race happens at 6:57, as we continue to bring you live coverage here from Churchill Downs on Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station.
Those gates about to open in about 12 minutes. We'll see that crowd roll into Churchill Downs, and this area will be packed in just a few hours. Stick with us. More Wave coverage of Derby Day coming up after this.
Derby Day Data is sponsored by Riverside Cigar Shop and Lounge. The rose garland for the Kentucky Derby winner first appeared in 1896 when Ben Brush was given a floral arrangement of white and pink roses for winning. The blanket of 554 red roses awarded to the winner was inspired by a party where roses were handed to women. In 1925, a sports columnist coined the term "Run for the Roses," and it stuck.
By participating in our new energy efficiency programs, Sheila was able to buy the bagpipes she always wanted. Her neighbors even offered to pay for lessons. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into.
Want an SUV that gets up to 560 miles per tank? There's a Honda for that. Visit Louisville Honda World and save now. The CR-V gas and hybrid models are in stock and on sale from $299 a month or with 2.99% APR. Drive more with CR-V and make less stops at the pump. CR-V hybrids get up to 560 miles per tank. Want to fit your crew and your cargo? There's a Honda for that. Save on CR-V gas and hybrid models from $299 a month or 2.99% when you visit Louisville Honda World today.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shavy Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price, and we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shavy Rays so that we could have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at ShavyRays.com.
Shardite at 24, critical site exposure. 4th and Jefferson, building 6, Alpha 9. We're on it. They're on backup. Let's make it right.
Achilles valve! Oh, feel pressure! Don't let up!
Great work, boys. We'll see you on the next one. Shardite Mechanical. Family owned, always on call.
This time of year, Kentucky is a place for celebration.
From the Derby in the spring to football in the fall.
One moment, you're celebrating with friends.
And the next, you're facing a DUI or criminal charge that could change everything.
When the stakes are this high, you need a trial attorney who will fight for you and win. My name is Tyler Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
And I'm Samina Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
Call us and let's get your life back.
Mortgages in town.
Introducing our new energy efficiency programs. They help Dan save up for some new home decor. The Dancinator 2000 Disco Ball. Stay funky, Dan. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into.
Downs. They have been up early, a late night for them with the Oaks last night, but they were up by the time we got here at 4:30 this morning, but they are always working. They are the backbone of Churchill Downs. I mean, none of this would happen without the workers here at the backside.
It's really a small city back there. You know, Churchill Downs is 147 acres, so it is a huge property. Actually, our morning producer, Ben Benitez, yesterday, he said, oh my gosh, I've walked 9 miles today.
Yeah, you get your steps, and that's why I had to wear my Apple Watch today, too, to make sure I count those steps.
Yes. We're going to check in right now with 2 people who are also going to be doing a lot of walking today. That's Tawana and Marissa.
We were literally just discussing that because Marissa was like, oh, my feet hurt. And I was like, oh, I fell asleep with an ice pack on my feet yesterday just to make sure that I was okay for today because I knew we were going to be doing a whole lot of walking again and eating, too.
Oh, absolutely. So, ladies, just know it's cold out here, so if you're going to be wearing some shoes with your feet out, ooh.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But let's just talk about some food real quick because, you know, I'm always going to have you covered. And I think I've almost tried everything in these past few years that is in the fan experience. So loaded mac and cheese. There's some different options for you over there. They got barbecue. They got bacon. There's something else over there. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Pimento cheese. Don't ask me. I don't like pimento cheese.
It was good. I'll say it's good. I like it.
Okay, there we go. Sausage and peppers. That's the next one. I love me some Polish sausage, so I'm going to stand behind that one. Now, Tawana, what's the one you want to go for?
Fried ravioli is the one I really want to go for. I had it last year and it was fantastic. Churros are always a yes, and the mac and cheese bites were also very, very good. But I want to try the vegetable pot stickers.
Okay.
Because I'm very much about Asian food for some reason this year. That has been my vibe, so I'm super into that as well. And Okay, I'm going to leave the chicken tenders and the waffles to you.
No, let's leave that to our one of our digital people, Derek, because he is the tender king.
Tendies for the friendies is really what we say. But yeah, so, and then there's more of the loaded mac and cheese. So you have so many options as you're out here. So you can make sure that you're staying full while you're also making sure you're staying hydrated with water and then the other stuff as well.
Yes, and there are plenty of places to sit so you can rest your feet. Back to you guys.
Thank you. That is a troublesome duo right there in the fan experience. They are going to be having a blast there all day.
All right, you know who we have to give a lot of credit to? It's Mike Hartnett, who he is a huge horse racing fan. He really knows what he's talking about. Yesterday, he held up a picture of trainer Chad Brown and said, this is the guy who's going to have a great weekend. I'm telling you right now. So always a runner, did win the Kentucky Oaks, and coming up in the Derby, he has Emerging Market.
Yeah, let's send things down to Mike, because Mike, you can talk to our producers here. We can actually get a graphic pulled up on the screen. You don't have to print it off and use all that ink there next time.
Hey, did you win money?
Oh, a little bit, but you know, you've got to just keep plugging away in this game. And you know, yesterday, always a runner, a lightly raced filly wins the Oaks. Today, Chad Brown has another lightly raced runner in Emerging Market, and this horse is gifted. He might be able to pull off this historic double for trainer Chad Brown.
And Emerging Market in a Louisiana Derby thriller.
When Emerging Market thundered down the home stretch of the Louisiana Derby,
Emerging Market over Pavlovian.
He earned his trip to Churchill Downs. The victory at Fairgrounds came in only the second start of his career. Emerging Market appears to own plenty of talent, but will his lack of experience hurt him in the Kentucky Derby? His trainer, Chad Brown, believes his coach's raw ability might tip the scales in their favor.
I'm not surprised that he's won both of his first two starts. He's always trained like one of our best horses at the crop, and again, it's not that we want to come in with only two starts, but his two starts have been impressive. I think he's a horse that's gonna maybe be a little under the radar, but he's by no means some wild long shot we're taking a chance with. He's undefeated.
Brown knows horses. He's earned multiple Eclipse Awards, has won about every big race there is. But the run for the roses is missing from his brilliant resume.
When you set out to be a horse trainer for your career, you know, the Kentucky Derby is really the ultimate achievement in that profession. So it's the one thing we don't have yet.
Well, he got the lilies yesterday. Maybe roses will be blooming for Chad Brown today. Is Emerging Market a freak of a racehorse to get to Louisville with just 2 races under his belt? Well, he's got a bigger challenge than always a runner. Always a runner facing 13 in a field of 13, and today, of course, a much larger field for Emerging Market, who may emerge as the big story today. Back to you.
Well, you did well yesterday, Mike, so I'm paying attention to you. You know, the last horse to win the Derby with 2 or less starts was all the way back in 1883.
And as we take a look at Kentucky State Police troopers, they are getting ready for the day. They're down there in the paddock right now. No horses down there just yet, but we know that area will be full of horses and horse racing fans as the gates are just minutes away from opening. And it looks like we have a nice crowd there right outside, ready to get the day started, ready to get their money's worth for those tickets.
Yeah, we're going to have a great day.
We hope that you have been enjoying Wave's coverage of Kentucky Derby 152. I'm Marissa Burke. Do you know why the Kentucky Derby is always held on the first Saturday in May? It comes down to one thing, the Triple Crown. Back in 1930, the term Triple Crown was officially coined to describe a horse winning all 3 of America's biggest races, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and the Belmont Stakes. As the idea of the Triple Crown took off, racing officials saw a need for a predictable, consistent schedule. So, in 1931, they made a key decision: lock the Kentucky Derby into the first Saturday in May every year. That fixed date did 2 important things. First, it established the Derby as the opening act of the Triple Crown. Second, it created a reliable timeline that allowed allowed horses to compete in all 3 races in order. First, the Kentucky Derby in Louisville on that first Saturday in May, then the Preakness Stakes in Maryland 2 weeks later, and finally the Belmont Stakes in New York in June. Before 1931, the Derby was held on different days in May, but by anchoring it to that first Saturday, organizers made it easier for owners and trainers to plan, fans to follow, and the media to cover. The result? A clear, compelling Triple Crown season, and the Kentucky Derby cemented as one of America's most important and beloved sporting events.
Wave Now Derby coverage is sponsored by the Kentucky Lottery. Did you know that more than 1 million Kentuckians have received a lottery-funded college scholarship or grant? Details at kylottery.com. Derby Day closed captioning is sponsored by BJ Heating and Cooling.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana. Go, baby, go!
When your loved one needs more than one kind of care, you shouldn't need more than one team. Freedom Senior Services brings together in-home care and adult day health under one roof, one care plan, one team that knows your family by name. Freedom Senior Services, one team, one plan.
Western Kentucky University will shape your future. On this hill, hands-on research opportunities ignite your passions, and personalized learning prepares you to stand out on the global stage. Academic excellence isn't just the goal, it's our foundation. Here, you're more than a student. You're a member of the Hilltopper family, where we lift each other up to build a better tomorrow. Excellence, engagement, and opportunity. Climb higher at Western Kentucky University.
A disaster transforms your home into chaos. This is the world of Paul Davis Restoration. Ready to restore your home, to make things right. Paul Davis Property Restoration Experts.
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
I don't know. I'm just not sure I see myself in one. I think I need to just think about it.
I totally understand, sir.
What's going on?
Friday night, bonfire glow in the county lights. First time buyer, yeah, you approved. Trash bags clean, that's how we move. American muscle, chrome and steel. From a workday grind to a brand new field. Truck live, no wait, no push right here, right now.
Now, where were we?
I'll take it.
Kaufman and Stigger for the most money.
Every case, every client, every time.
Gates just opened here at Churchill Downs. People coming in, bringing all sorts of things. I'm not sure. There are a lot of things that you're not supposed to bring with you, but there's some people, it looks like they're even taking a suitcase with them.
I think they're ready to move in. People are like ready to move in here at the backside too. We saw someone dragging a 60-inch TV over here. They have their table set up, their grills set up. I mean, they have everything back here.
Yes, and it's going to be an all-day affair. Literally, yeah, because one person had about 10 coolers, and you said, do you think you have enough? And she said, well, we're here all day.
And they're like, we'd rather have too many and not run out, so hey, there we go.
Yes.
But something else that we have back here, some beautiful roses. Thank you to Kroger for our roses. We had the lilies all week. Now we have the roses, and I want to see who will be wearing that garland of roses. I always say that was my favorite Derby tradition as a kid, seeing them make the garland of roses at the Kroger in Middletown.
Yes, that takes them a very long time.
Yeah.
They hand stitch the roses onto the blanket, so we'll find out who will put that 40 pounds of roses over their back come after the Derby race. Let's head to the First Turn Club right now. Don G is there, and boy, you know, awesome to have a Derby celebration like the Oaks party. I mean, a birthday celebration like the Oaks party, Dawn, for your birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Dawn. Why didn't you tell anyone?
Thank you. Well, you must have missed the cupcakes that I bring in every year. It is, but it's not, because it's like, hey, it's my birthday, and everybody's like, good. What we need you to do is this story over here as fast as you can. So when it's during Derby, next year it will be Oaks Day. So yay for me. No celebration. The room is now open, but nobody has come in yet. So everything is open. There will be about 2,000 people in here at some point today. Now, while they're waiting on their guests to come in, this is just one of the bars. There are 3 in here. You don't ever have to leave this room if you don't want to. If it rains, the main bar down there has TV. You can see the races and everything. Now they're getting ready here. Okay, Mr. Todd, real quick, what is the main drink or drinks, do you think?
I would say either a mint julep or the Oaks Lily. Those are probably 2 of the favorites.
Okay, you mentioned one, and I know that I have made it before on my show, Wave Country. Is it called the Twin Spires?
It is, yeah. It's a Woodford-based drink, a little cranberry lemonade, and a garnish of blackberry and a lemon.
Do you ever get somebody over here and they ask for a drink and you go, pardon me?
All the time. We can handle, special requests, but every now and then, and most of the time it's when people want a drink that they're used to calling it, and it may be something else.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want a chocolate milk. That's our hot chocolate, maybe a hot chocolate today. We're in the first turn. It will get busy on the 152nd run for the Roses. Shannon and Olivia, if I get a hot chocolate, I will share it with you. Back to you.
We are so lucky we have hot coffee out here.
It doubles as like hand warmers too when you grab onto it. Hey, it looks like they have leggings on under their long dresses. That is smart. It's what we have on right now too. But
yes,
you can't see that. You got to do what you got to do to stay warm out here today, because it is a cold morning out here. Got to give a shout out. I ran into my cousin back here, Austin and Henry. Let them say, hey, this is a family tradition for them to come to the backside every year. So, hey guys, we're gonna catch up too. We've got plenty of stuff to talk about.
I mean, that's genius.
Yeah, gotta do
They're
what
like
you gotta do to stay warm too. And yeah, because it is cold, so let's check in with Kevin and Brian now for a check of the weather. Hey guys.
Hey there. Not only gloves, but Brian's got the heating pad too here. So
it's back again.
So we're up here on the highest perch at Churchill Downs. Of course, we're overlooking the spires. We have a beautiful view, but boy, the wind up here makes it feel even colder.
Yeah, and when we get into the afternoon, we were expecting a few more breaks. The clouds, the wind will be a little stronger than what it is now. But at the moment, everyone's got to be creative. Keep the ponchos just close by. No need to worry about wearing them all day here today. Just keep them close by and dress for the temperature. That's number one, temperature today.
Well, that's certainly true, and we've been talking about that for more than 10 days now, saying, hey, Derby is going to be cold. We know that. If we stay in the 50s today, that marks it the coldest we've been since, I would go back all the way into the 1980s when Sunday Silence took the Roses. So it's going to be a chilly day today. One other factor is not just the colder temperatures that you're going to have to prepare for, but also some of this light rain. We've already picked up some light rain and drizzle here at the track, and there's obviously more to come.
Yeah, and most of this is going to be right there, as you see on the radar, between Louisville and Evansville, but it's just grazing. Right on the edge here. I mean, literally on the edge.
Why is it always like that?
I know.
Everybody's like, is it the river? No, it's not the river, but boy, we are on the edge.
Maybe it's luck. Maybe there's something about it. There could be good luck involved here. But we've had a few sprinkles, nothing too heavy yet. The area is quite dry, but the more you see that green flowing in from Washington County, Indiana, into our area, the more it has an opportunity to reach the ground, and that's what we're accounting for. As you see in Churchill Downs, we've had a few blips every once in a while. So the rain chance does have a little bit of a spike to it here, about 30–40%, especially just west of really the city, but we'll hold on to that lower rain chance, and it does look like it will drop toward race time there.
Yeah, and I want to just go through the temperatures through the afternoon. If you're headed out, just plan for the 50s. That rain chance, while it'll bounce around just a little bit, should start to come down during the afternoon. Hopefully dry by post time, which today is at 6:57, guys. So a few peaks of sun, more clouds than sun. Few sprinkles. You can see the gray skies. Wouldn't let it stop you, but be prepared if you're still at home. Pack the warm weather gear if you're going to have to be out
in the stands, or cold weather gear, I guess it is.
Or parka.
Yeah, your brain's just frozen at this point, right? Yeah.
Yes. We will for sure pass on that word. And you know what? If you have any hand warmers, that's a great idea too. You can grab those and take. We've been using ours out here, and every little thing that you can do does help.
Yeah, I know. Our hands are freezing. I keep grabbing our coffee because that might as well be a hand warmer too.
It works too. So what a day Jose Ortiz had out here yesterday. He won 5 races, including the Kentucky Oaks, and in the Derby, he is on Golden Tempo.
And trained by Cherie DeVoe, she also had a great day yesterday, even starting Oaks Day with a win. Let's send things out to Camille Gear. She is outside of her barn right now. Hey, Camille.
Yeah, hey guys, right now you're taking a look at Golden Tempo. I think he's actually eating his breakfast right now, which obviously it's race day, so that's the most important meal of the day. Well, in the Kentucky Derby's 52-year history, only 18 female trainers have ever sent a horse into the starting gate. Just a handful have ever finished in the top 3, and most recently, 15 years ago. Kathy Ritvo took 3rd with Mucho Macho Man. Now it's Cherie DeVoe's turn. She's looking to break through and become the first ever woman to win the Run for the Roses with Golden Tempo.
At the Kentucky Derby, firsts are everywhere. First-time horses, first-time jockeys, and first-time trainers like Cherie DeVoe. But for DeVoe, chasing history is about more than just herself.
It's something that I am definitely aware of, but just when a little girl comes up, it definitely hits home a bit more. It's definitely special and it's emotional.
Those moments with young fans are a reminder of the impact she's having, even if it's not what defines her.
I'm not the type of person that makes just being a female my whole identity. I'm here, I work hard. There's a lot that women before me have overcome for me to be at this point.
Now she's on racing's biggest stage with her colt, Golden Tempo.
For any trainer, this is a pinnacle moment. Just to be here, to win, that's a whole nother league, but it's super special to be here.
A breakthrough win in the LeComp Stakes put them on the map and made the Derby dream real.
Golden Tempo coming full on. Golden Tempo is a top-notch victory.
He's taken a lot of steps forward. He's really jumped, progressed, and physically and mentally matured. So everything that we set out has come to fruition.
But the Run for the Roses won't come easy. Golden Tempo has just 4 career starts and enters the Derby without a win in his last 2.
He is a dead closer, so having the 19th post is actually more in his favor than something like the inside, because everyone's going to go out in front of him and he can just get a spot at the rail.
Getting here has been a long journey, from hot walker to horse trainer to the Kentucky Derby starting gate. DeVoe hopes her first is not her last.
And I love the impact she's having on the younger generation when it comes to hopefully some more future female horse trainers. We actually had some little girls out here at the barn this morning taking selfies with Golden Tempo, just so excited to cheer on Cherie DeVoe today. And how special is that, right? Girl power. The fillies ran yesterday, and we'll see how Cherie DeVoe will do today with Golden Tempo. And what a journey she has had. You know, she decided not to go to med school and became a hot walker, and she told us earlier in the week she has her husband to thank, because he looked at her and he said, Cherie, you can do this. And 20 years later, here she is. So what a story. Guys, we'll send things back to you from the backside. Camille Gear.
Thank you so much. And you know, her husband does know a thing or two about really good horse trainers. That is because his stepfather was John Sheriffs, who was just put into the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he was known for his patience and really taking his time. And Cherie DeVoe actually talked about that when she joined us for Sunrise at the Downs, that with Golden Tempo, and when you have a horse in the Derby, it's all about having them peak at the right time, and you just want the timing to work out.
Right, and she's hoping that will be today, and hopefully she can etch her name into history, being the first female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby. We'll have to wait and see how that works out for her later today, but now it looks like people are getting set up in the infield. They're staking their spots out there so they can get a glimpse of those horses as they run by throughout the day. Calm now, but we know that'll be a different story as the day goes on. We'll be right back with more Kentucky Derby here on Wave News.
Derby Day data is sponsored by Riverside Cigar Shop and Lounge. In 2023, over $210 million was waged on the Derby nationwide. That's more than the GDP of some small countries. Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station. Wave's coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Summer Classics and Gabby. No matter how loud the thunder, it's no match for the Wave Storm Tracker.
As it heads into the storm.
Sponsored by Oxmoor Auto Group. Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station. Wave's coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
As they head to the backstretch, it's a tight pack.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speed rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Drake. It's neck and neck. Drake is winning. Drake wins.
No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby. Get your bet back if your horse finishes second or third in eligible races.
A Bound Credit Union is for living. We're for Friday nights and Saturday mornings. We're for first drives and weekend trips. We have unique options based on your needs. Visit aboundcu.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm attorney John D. Camillus. My experience and success cover a broad spectrum. Car wrecks, slip and falls, dog bites, nursing home abuse, and large semi-crashes. Call me.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day. Or any other day. Sorry, fella.
Oh, a very special Derby 152. Fans are getting ready for the first race of the day. That is in about 2 hours away still, but hey, they're ready to see all the action today. It's going to be a long day ahead, and it looks like they even packed their comfy shoes, a good choice, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. But hey, this is a very special Derby because you'll see it like never before. Today's broadcast is in high dynamic range. That means brighter highlights, deeper shadows, richer color. Every detail pops, from the silks to the stretch run. We're all bringing it to you, Derby in HDR. So I hope you are loving our broadcast so far.
And that Derby race, 6:57. Unfortunately, there were 4 scratches. That's Right to Party, the Puma, Silent Tactic, and Full Effort. The Puma just scratched this morning after a skin infection, so that has to be really sad for the entire team for the Puma. Let's go to Kendrick Haskins right now. He is in the paddock, and Louisville native Brad Cox, he has 2 Derby contenders.
That's right, Shandy. Coming into the Derby, he had 3 contenders, but like you said, he had to scratch Full Effort on Thursday, but he still has 2 pretty good contenders racing tonight.
The trainer with the most shots at winning the run for the Roses this year is the Louisville kid, Brad Cox, with contenders, Commandment, and Further Ado. Commandment is the Derby points leader, riding a 4-race win streak, including an unbelievable finish in the Florida Derby to nip the Puma at the finish line.
Derby, here comes Commandment. The Puma tries to turn him back. It's a win photo.
My takeaway from it at the 16th pole was this is going to be a positive race, win or lose, and then it got really close, and I was thinking, well, I hope we at least win, and I wouldn't step into the winner's circle until I saw the number posted, but, you know, proud of the horse.
Cox says Commandment is a steady horse who gets the job done.
Now, you know, he's
pretty average workhorse, and he's not going to blow you away watching him train or anything, but he's solid. He's a race horse. He's a Grade 1 winner.
Arguably, the horse with the flashiest win of the prep season was when Further Ado broke his maiden.
A magnificent run to win the Grade 1 Toyota Bluegrass.
With this devastating win in the Bluegrass Stakes, which was an eye-opener.
He's a good colt. Obviously, performed well there. Performed well here at Churchill in the fall in the Jockey Club, and you know, he's done very well since the Bluegrass.
Competing in the Derby has become an annual event for Cox, but it's something he refuses to take for granted.
This is why we do this, and you know, I mean, this is you know, where we're trying to get. You know, the Derby's the #1 race, I think, in the world, especially for us here in America, North America, and you know, we're in a good position. You know, I'm very happy with all three of these colts.
As a Derby win, he just had to get it by disqualification. He's looking to get into the Derby winner circle for the first time in his career. Shannon and Olivia.
All right, thank you. And if people are into looking at the sires of the runners, so the sire is Gun Runner for Further Ado. I really like this horse, and Gun Runner sired yesterday's Oaks winner, Always a Runner, and also the second place finisher, Meaning.
Okay.
So
maybe. I mean, people are looking at all different things, though. I mean, the sire can play into it. Sometimes a silly name, or some people just like the look of the silks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you never really know what you're going to get there.
But really excellent speed figures for Further Ado. So there you go. If you want to throw Further Ado into the mix, and look at all those trash cans ready to be filled.
They will be filled, that's for sure, and the stands will be filled throughout the day as well. We're just getting started here. The crowd just starting to funnel in. They'll be there ready for the first race, which is happening at 11 o'clock, so they still have plenty of time. We'll be right back.
This isn't us saying we make an EV. This is us saying we make an EV worthy of being a Lexus. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. The all-electric RZ.
For over 40 years, Kentuckiana has trusted BJ Heating and Cooling. Before you buy, get our free second opinion over the phone. No extra appointments. Don't pay more for the same thing. We could save you thousands on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
We live with you, build with you, grow up with you, and dream with you. At Central Bank, we belong to the same communities you do. You're our neighbors, friends, and business partners. And through the relationships we build with you every day, we consistently serve you better. That's what highly personal banking is all about. We start with you.
Thomas Law Offices handles serious personal injury cases. From car and truck crashes to nursing home neglect and abuse and medical malpractice. Built in Louisville and backed by experienced trial lawyers. Fighting for Kentucky, fighting for you.
Western Kentucky University will shape your future. On this hill, hands-on research opportunities ignite your passions, and personalized learning prepares you to stand out on the global stage. Academic excellence isn't just the goal, it's our foundation. Here, you're more than a student. You're a member of the Hilltopper family, where we lift each other up to build a better tomorrow. Excellence, engagement, and opportunity. Climb higher at Western Kentucky University.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana. Go, baby, go!
When the power goes out, Corrigan Electric keeps you on. Install a whole home generator today. Trusted professionals, efficient service, and priceless peace of mind. You know it's a Corrigan. Give us a call. Your electrician.
Happy Derby. Oh, we're just so they can
Oh, okay. Just going through the scratches for race 12, the Derby race. We found out this morning the Puma scratch. That was turning out to be a fan favorite back here. The name, plus the rumors that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce own 10% of the Puma. I mean, it was looking like a great horse, but ultimately decided to scratch this morning. So that field... only smaller now.
Yeah, 19-horse field instead of the 20. And we now know that it's legendary jockey Pat Day. He will be calling riders up later today. So very exciting for him. And how about Nicole Scherzinger and her performance yesterday? The national anthem, amazing.
Sounded amazing, looked amazing, and a hat by the Hat Girls. Who does it better than the Hat Girls? They know Kentucky Derby fashion.
So congrats to them. Let's go to David Mattingly right now. He is joining us live, and people starting to fill in.
They are starting to trickle in, and I wanted to talk to my favorite bartender, Justin, about what's going on here, because before the crowd really starts getting into the Derby, I want to talk about the mint julep. And it's a very simple, traditional cocktail, the official cocktail of Kentucky Derby. I want to see how it's made. And apparently, you make them really fast.
Well, we're going to see today. That's what we're throwing out.
That's what you got to do.
That's it.
Okay, tell you what, I'll just count you down. Go ahead. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 15 seconds, and your traditional taste of the Kentucky Derby is ready to go. How many of those are you going to make? And, well, it's going to be... I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good.
There go all the oranges. It's so cold today. How many of these do you think you're going to make?
So let's see. We're going to start off making a lot of Bloody Marys, but after that, today is the Kentucky Derby, so they're known for the mint juleps.
They're going to take him regardless.
They are. I mean, of course, we got to do it responsibly, but we're gonna put quite a bit of mint juleps out there today.
Okay. Well, this is mint julep number 1 of who knows how many. Back to you.
15 seconds. That's impressive.
You got to be quick. I mean, people want them. Right?
Yes, I'm looking at what these guys are doing here in the infield, putting a tarp. It looks like a tarp down. That's a good idea.
Oh, I was looking at the guys at the cocktail bar. I'm like, I'm sure they're getting some already. What? It's 9:30, but hey, it's Derby Day. They're getting the party started already there in the infield.
So the favorite has been the favorite for a while now, and that is Renegade. That's being trained by Todd Pletcher, the Arkansas Derby winner, winning 2 straight races.
Yeah, breaking from the one post there and the starting gate. Kind of worried about that, but hey, we'll have to see if that makes a difference. I mean, it's been a while since we've had a horse number 1 across the finish line first.
Yes, let's go to Camille Gear. She is outside of Pletcher's barn right now.
Yeah, hey guys, right now, like you said, you're taking a look at the favorite Renegade, and as people start to make their way in, of course, I'm sure a lot of them are heading straight to make their bets. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of bets made on Renegade, and rightfully so. You know, post 1 obviously is going to be tough. The last time a horse won from post 1, 1984 with Ferdinand. But you know, when you look at Todd Pletcher, who else better to bet on? He has more Kentucky Derby starts than anyone, 65. So he's been around a time or two, even more than his late mentor Wayne Lucas. He only had 51, but you know, compared to 65, Pletcher's got it. Now, he's won the Derby twice, back in 2010 with Super Saver, 2017 his last one with Always Dreaming. So we'll see if number 1 might be a lucky number 1. His jockey, though, Ortiz, he's ran 9 times and has not won a Kentucky Derby. But you know, the best thing about this race, anything can happen. So we will see what happens with Renegade and Pletcher later today. But for now, guys, from the backside, Camille Gear, send things back to you.
Oh, look how cute Renegade is, and just that little dot of white. And that's his sire is Into Mischief, and they say that a lot of Into Mischief's offspring have the similar coloring.
Oh, well, I mean, that's his dad. Yeah. And Into Mischief has sired a lot of horses out there, and I keep wondering, do those horses know? I swear they've got to look at each other and be like, I feel a connection. You must be my half-brother. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. Look at comfy shoes coming into the track. That's how you want to do it if you want to leave here with with your shoes still on.
Yeah,
right?
you're going to be walking like 8 miles today. At least that's how much our team has been walking so far. Stick with us. Plenty more Derby Day coverage coming up after this.
When the excitement in Derby City ends, it's just getting started in nearby Corydon and Harrison County. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
For decades, Kaufman and Stiggers help victims of injury accidents. We've built a legacy of trust, fighting to put the most money in your pocket, and a commitment to supporting our community. We're here when you need us. Go to getthetiger.com.
They're on backup. Let's make it right.
Hold! It's feeling pressure. Hold it up.
Great work, boys. We'll see you on the next one. Jardine Mechanical. Family owned, always on call.
In our lives, we are given countless choices and the courage to forge our own paths. Some journeys are direct, others take time, patience, and perseverance. But every path begins with a single decision: to start. At Ivy Tech Sellersburg, opportunity isn't a finish line, it's a foundation. A place where potential is discovered, skills are built, and futures take shape. No matter where life takes you, remember, it all starts here.
Looking to fit your crew, haul your cargo, or road trip to your next adventure? There's a Honda for that. Want big savings on the full Honda lineup, gas, hybrids, and EVs? There's a Honda for that. Looking for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies? Want the quality, reliability, and safety you know and love? There's a Honda for that. Want award-winning cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs on sale? There's a Honda for that. Search your local Honda dealer today.
If you think the first Saturday in May is thrilling, imagine what you could do with a whole weekend. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
Good morning. Yeah, kind of cloudy skies today, unfortunately. Keeping it a little bit cool, light little sprinkles, as Kevin and Brian have been telling us, and Tawana as well. So hopefully that'll move out of here and things will clear up. It was good yesterday for the Oaks.
It was, and the sun needs to come out because that really is what makes all the difference. Because earlier this morning we saw it poking out a little bit and we thought, hey, it's not too bad out here. And now that it's overcast, we had a little bit of a sprinkle. We're kind of like, oh, wait, now it's cold.
Yes.
So I feel like it's going to be a back and forth all throughout the day.
Sort of was that yesterday, but at least we don't have that breeze that we had yesterday, that wind.
That was wicked.
That makes a nice difference. Marty Pearl is one of our photographers, and he's been here for many, many years, and he has a really good memory, too.
He has seen a thing or two. Let's take you down memory road with Marty Pearl.
Take a trip back with me a half a century ago, the year 1976. The vibe, bicentennial fever. And as the nation planned for its 200th birthday, it did so by celebrating two of its favorite revolutionary archetypes, the underdog and the selfless hero. And it was here at this spot, at Churchill Downs, that those two patriotic archetypes converged into a singular moment that now track historians simply refer to as the incident at Derby 102. Sports underdogs were a popular theme in 1976 as movies like Rocky and the Bad News Bears reigned at the box office. And the Kentucky Derby that year kept the theme going as Bold Forbes, a.k.a. the Puerto Rican Rolls Royce, defied the odds by beating the heavy favorite in a memorable wire-to-wire win. But that victory for underdog Bold Forbes and his jockey Angel Cordero Jr. might never have happened if not for the quick thinking of a selfless hero named Gary Wall. In 1976, he was also still known as Sergeant Gary Wall of the Kentucky Guard. His assignment that Derby Day was in a security detail attached to then Kentucky Governor Julian Carroll. It was a rather simple assignment compared to Sergeant Wall's combat experience as a Marine in Vietnam. I met with Gary's family while researching the story, and in their possession was a collection of artifacts and mementos from the so-called incident on Derby Day 1976. He often downplayed heroism as it was never the motivation for his actions.
He would say things like, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I have a wife, I have a kid, any of that stuff. It was just, I need to go and do this thing because this thing is right in front of me and it's scary and threatening people.
As the story goes, right after the big race began, some still unidentified reckless individual decided to toss what was described as a smoke grenade onto the track near the clubhouse turn. Sergeant Gary Wall, without hesitation, and documented here through photos provided by the Kentucky Derby Museum, ran onto the track, scooped the grenade up into his helmet, and with the assistance of fellow guardsmen, buried the smoke grenade along the railing.
He had to remove the oxygen from it, so that's why they buried it, but they didn't know exactly how much danger they were in.
Temporarily blinded by the pale green smoke, but determined to prevent calamity, if not casualty, Gary would always recall in the retelling of the incident one spine-chilling detail.
He could hear the horses coming. He just ran for it, and he knew that they were coming, and he was scared out of his mind, but he had a job to do.
The horses, jockeys, and outcome itself were ultimately unaffected, and viewers watching the race on TV never even knew it happened. But it did. What Gary didn't hear in that moment was the second stampede that would come after his selfless act, the stampede of local and national media descending upon him for a personal retelling of the story. Then came the awards from a variety of government officials. Kentucky Governor Julian Carroll, along with Louisville Mayor Harvey Sloan and Sergeant Wall's higher-ups at the Kentucky Guard, all celebrated his heroic act with bestowed acknowledgement. Even the Jockeys Guild showed appreciation for what they considered to be a potential tragedy averted by Gary's quick thinking. Of course, Gary, being Gary, the self-deprecating, animal-loving man of action, loved to end his regular retelling of the story with a simple punchline.
He bet on Bold Forbes to win when telling it sometimes, which is, I had to protect my Derby bet, that's all.
Gary Wall passed away in 2024, just short of being able to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the so-called incident here at Churchill Downs. But his selfless heroic act on that day in 1976, combined with the underdog victory by Bold Forbes, certainly played right into bicentennial fever for that year. And now back in 2026, as the nation prepares for its 250th birthday, or semi-quincentennial, perhaps it's best if we don't dwell too much on how much things have changed in the last half-century, but try to remember that there are those elements, those patriotic themes, that are still very much infused in our nation's DNA. Reporting from Churchill Downs, Marty Pearl, Wave News.
You know, there's something about the way Marty Pearl tells a story. He needs to be in front of the camera more often. He's always behind the camera making us look good. We love Marty. Big fans.
Yes, he does such a great job, and I love it. It's called The Incident. Well, let's hope nothing like that happens today as you look at the track, and we're going to have that first race of the day just about an hour and a half away. There are some other really good races today in addition, of course, to the Derby, which will be race number 12. We have the Pat Day Mile. That's race 6. So a lot of good opportunities today, and we just need the weather to...
I just want the sun. I want the sun. Can we bring that out or at least find a break in the clouds? Let's check in with Brian and Kevin now. I'm begging you, please send us some sun. I know you all are in charge of that.
Let's just make them feel good, Brian.
Well, we might as well.
Sunny and 72. How do you like that?
I love that. Hey, thank you. Thank you.
All of a sudden you felt better just instantly, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Just think about that.
With a heat index of like 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this day's getting better and better. I'm starting to sweat.
That's not sweat. That's something. It's like dew forming on here right now because it's so chilly out. That's the thing. Everyone's getting creative out there. We can see it on the shots, the blankets, some risking it with the coat, but yet wearing skirts or shorts in some cases out here.
Short shorts in some cases we've seen already. It's a little cold for that for sure. Brian, we also noted the people coming in have been a little slower to get here than yesterday and certainly in years past.
And yesterday we had those more frequent, there's that red blanket again, the more frequent peaks of sun, so that really got everyone going. I think, too, Kevin, and you know this as well from working the galas last night, I just wonder if it's just everyone's still tired from last night. Not everyone's in motion yet, and maybe late arrivals. So we may see a big rush suddenly here on this Derby afternoon. So there's your hint to get a good parking spot now while you can.
I think you're right. I think they'll be pouring in, hopefully, hoping that things will be warming up. I have bad news, though. Unfortunately, those 70s and heat index of 80s, not going to happen today. We're going to stay with temperatures in the 50s.
I didn't say it. He said it.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger is what we say. Notice the rain. We do have a few light rain showers moving in as well.
Yeah, these are very, very light. So far, we've had just a very light rain reported at the airport, more in the form of sprinkles. Every time they get to the other side of the knobs, they begin to disintegrate. The issue there, though, it will constantly keep us on the cool side. The thermometer's been stuck at 45. It's going to be tough to move that needle, and at times a few sprinkles may make it into the track. We're not expecting a heavy rain setup here today, just that annoying drizzle. Still enough you may, especially if you have a nice outfit on, you want to protect your outfit. A poncho, not a bad idea. But these are very, very light showers we're talking about. But again, the thermometer will fight for a while. We're thinking a late day warm-up, but perfect timing because it could be right at the point of the race.
Yeah, we're going back into the upper 50s. Well, maybe one of our coolest derbies we've had in decades. At least it is not coming in with severe weather or crazy cold. We've had a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it all before. So today we'll handle the cool and a few light rain showers, guys.
True, we have seen much worse, so this is not horrible. Thank you so much. All right, should we talk about our Derby picks now?
I think we should. Should people listen is the better question to our Derby picks.
Good point.
Maybe you more than me.
No. Who did you have in the Oaks yesterday?
Zany. I had to go with the favorite, but then it didn't work out for me. It never does.
I had Explora, and Explora came in 4th. So anyway, so in my Derby pick, as I mentioned, I like Brad Cox's Further Ado. Plus, it would be nice to see this Louisville native in the winner's circle. He really likes this horse, too. Further Ado will have Johnny V aboard. He's won the Derby 3 times. This is owned by Spendthrift Farm, based in Lexington area, and really great speed figure for Further Ado 106. And it is named after this saying, without further ado.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
There.
Thank you.
Maybe they'll say that if he makes it to the winner's circle.
Yes, I know.
Just like that.
You know, the announcers, they like to come up with clever things to say for each horse that, you know, if they win.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll have to come up with something for that.
And pass the message along
and
to
pass
Travis
it on.
Stone.
Yes.
Okay, well, I have to say, I made my pick. I went back and forth all week, but I finally decided yesterday around 4 a.m. I'm going to go with Emerging Market.
Yesterday at 4 a.m.
I had to send the email. They were asking me, but I decided, and this was, again, before the Oaks yesterday, so I picked out a Chad Brown horse anyways, and I've decided, hey, I want to see him go for the weekend sweep. We haven't seen a trainer do that since 2024 when Kenny McPeak did it, and we know it's totally possible. So I like to think that he's progressing his horses at the right time. Emerging Market, very similar to his horse yesterday that won the Oaks. So, I mean, 2 wins and 2 starts for Emerging Market. I'm hoping that his 3rd start will be his 3rd win. So not very experienced, but hey, that doesn't matter when you're a fast horse. And we haven't had a horse with 2 starts to win the Kentucky Derby since 1883 with Leonidas. And I'm thinking this is Emerging Market's moment coming out of the 15.
It could be, and plus, really great jockey will be on Emerging Market. Flavian Pratt, you know, in the Derby, he's been in the money, so that's 1st, 2nd, or 3rd 6 out of 8 times.
He's
that's
a winner.
Impressive.
He's a winner. Maybe he can win me some money. We'll have to see about that.
We'll see. Okay, well, just a few hours, so you got to be working on those bets that you're going to be making, like that guy right there. Looks like he has his program in his lap, and maybe they're talking about which one do you think is going to win? We'll be back.
Derby Day Data is sponsored by Riverside Cigar Shop and Lounge. The top 3 fastest finishers in the Kentucky Derby are Secretariat, Monarchos, and Northern Dancer.
Abound Credit Union is for living. We're for Friday nights and Saturday mornings. We're for first drives and weekend trips. We have unique options based on your needs. Visit aboundcu.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, Equal Housing Lender.
As they head to the backstretch, it's a tight pass.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speed rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Frank. It's neck and neck. Frank is winning. Frank wins.
No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby. Get your bet back if your horse finishes second or third in eligible races.
America drives Toyota.
The #1 selling retail brand for the past 14 years.
Leading the way, Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car.
Now it's 100% hybrid with more standard power, better handling, and available all-wheel drive.
This Camry XSE gets 47 mpg, and it comes with a 12.3-inch touchscreen.
And Camry's built right here in the USA.
Get a new 26 Camry with 4.99 APR financing, or lease this Camry for $289 a month.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Sue, distracted driver.
I'm attorney Alex White. If you're injured, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
Need a new fence but can't get a company to call you back? For over 50 years, Oklahoma Fence has always answered. High-quality fences at an affordable price. Right now, get 10% off your new fence and have your quote in less than a week. Contact Oklahoma Fence today.
When your car needs service, trust the team Louisville has counted on for over 40 years. From brakes and tires to AC diagnostics, Barnes Auto Service delivers expert, dependable care.
Book online at barnesautoservice.com.
For over 40 years, Kentuckiana has trusted BJ Heating and Cooling. Before you buy, get our free second opinion over the phone. No extra appointments. Don't pay more for the same thing. We could save you thousands on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
Case Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Since 1944, waterproofing basements and crawl spaces for over 76 years. Living up to the true meaning of our lifetime warranty. Put a local pro on the case. Learn more at casefoundations.com.
And still an hour away, over an hour away from that first race, but hey, not stopping people from getting their day started with a nice cocktail or beer. Maybe they're going for the water there. Could be an option. Yeah.
Or Bloody Mary, maybe, mimosa. I'm sure they have lots and lots of options. Yeah, they're going to be selling a lot of mint juleps today. We saw a lot of people having those lilies yesterday. But today it's all about the Kentucky Derby and the Run for the Roses.
And we'll have to see who wears that garland of roses. Oh, she's breaking out the sunglasses already. It's not that sunny out here, though. Actually,
Maybe
I wish
she wants to be incognito.
I wish we had the sun out here. It might warm things up a little bit for us. But hey, mind over matter. If you want to throw on that jacket, go for it. Or just stick it out and say, you know what? I'm going to be cold today, and I'm braving it.
You are braving it.
That's kind of the attitude I'm trying to have. I'm not cold, and I'm not tired.
Well, you know it's cold when even Marissa still has her coat on. Let's see. Yes, she still does. And gloves.
Yes, I actually listened to Tawana for once, but I have to say that Tawana's actually outnumbered because I found some friends from Nashville. You guys, just in case you forget, I am from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So Tennessee is in the house. We have JD and Jim with us, and this is your second Derby.
I turned the mic on. I can't hear you.
I love it. It's even better the second time.
And this is your first Derby, correct?
It is, yeah. It's my first Derby.
And it's his birthday, so this is a birthday present. Alcohol, gambling, horses.
What better can you ask for, right?
Exactly.
Can't ask for anything else.
And you guys have someone special joining you, too.
We are having our first baby, so it's our first baby's Derby.
Guys, their family doesn't know.
Right there,
their family doesn't know it, but they know now. Congratulations.
Okay.
So we're about to get told before they see this.
Well, guys, we wish you
the best. Happy birthday.
All the best. And congratulations. And guys, we're going to send it back to you and let them enjoy this Derby. Yes. One to remember.
Oh, what an announcement. Their phones are about to be blowing up with everyone saying congratulations. wins. Congrats to them.
That's amazing. Yes, congratulations. We hope they have a fantastic day. The gates here at Churchill opened at 9 a.m., so the earliest first race is at 11, and there was a line of people waiting to get in.
A lot of people ready to get in, and Kirsten Foote caught up with some of those first people in the gates.
Well, the gates just opened to Churchill Downs just a couple of minutes ago, and people are flooding in. They've been waiting out there this morning, and they're getting their programs, and they're heading right into all the action. And I'm here with some people. You guys just came in. Can you tell me your names, please?
I'm Jen.
Jen.
Vincent.
Vincent, where are you guys from, and what brought you here?
We're actually from Delaware.
Oh my God. So what brought you here?
Him.
So for the longest time, I've always wanted to go to the Oaks and the Derby. So last year, it just downpoured, so I didn't get to make it. So this year, first year, we love it so far.
And so you were at Oaks yesterday. What was your experience like? What are you most excited for today?
It was really nice yesterday. Wind was a bit much, but if it stays, cool, sun comes out, we'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, and that brings me to my next topic here. You have a blanket with you this morning, staying warm. You gotta do what you can out here. Tell me about how you're staying warm today.
It was very last minute. I do have to say that. So hopefully staying warm and staying positive, and hopefully we win big.
Yeah. Any big winners that you're looking for in tonight's race for the Derby?
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Commandment. The Puma kind of scares me a little bit. Don't really like Renegade out of the first post, so probably be a game time decision between the two.
How about for you?
Go with the best name, I guess. So
Commandment. I should tell you, the Puma actually scratched.
Oh, really?
Yes. So any reaction to that?
I guess it just makes betting a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Realistic, yeah.
All right, guys, have so much fun. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Oh, the disappointment of finding out that the Puma scratched right there. Wow, we've got an eagle right there.
That's quite a setup. And it looks like Mardi Gras beads, too.
Maybe they're from Louisiana.
That could be. Wow, that's a hard-to-miss outfit right there.
He's like, no, the ladies aren't getting all the attention. My hat is going to be huge, and I'm going to have wings with it, too.
Yes. Impressive. Oh, look at that jacket with the horses on it. It's so much fun to see what everyone wears out here. And we were speaking with some of the fans yesterday. These two women, they come every year. They say they start planning next year's outfit as they are walking out of the track.
I mean, you get so much inspiration being here, too. Every time you feel like, I'm going to stand out, and then you realize, no, I'm really just blending in. So it's hard to stand out here.
There was one woman yesterday who had a hat that was maybe, 5 feet tall?
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out, how do you even walk around with that? Amazing.
I don't know if you can. I feel bad for the people sitting behind them, though,
yes.
But hey, that's just Derby.
That's true. Well, Doug O'Neill now has 2 horses running in this year's Kentucky Derby because his horse Robusta was able to get in after a scratch. He also has Pavlovian, and Camille Gear is outside of his barn right now.
Yeah, hey guys, Robusta is actually a really funny story when it comes to Doug O'Neill's jockey that he ended up calling. So like you said, Robusta only got in the Derby field yesterday after Kenny McPheet's right to party was scratched. So Doug O'Neill ended up calling Christian Torres. Torres was originally supposed to ride Silent Tactic, Mark Cassie's horse in the Derby, but Silent Tactic did scratch earlier this week. Now, Christian Torres said he normally doesn't answer phone numbers that aren't saved in his phone, but just something told him he should answer this one, and thank goodness he did, because now he's riding Robusta in his first ever Derby, and he said that, the nerves are going to get the best of him. He knows at some point in time, but he has a secret little technique that he uses. He listens to French classical piano music, so he might be the only jockey to listen to that today. Now, I did ask him if he plays it for the horses, and he says no, he just plays it for himself. So that's a little fun fact about Robusta. But also standing right next to him is Doug O'Neill's other horse, which is Pavlonian. You can see him over there sticking his head out. And Doug O'Neill will be looking for his 3rd Kentucky Derby winner. And of course, he's got 2 chances to do it today. The last time he won 2016 with Nyquist, and he also had 2012 with All Have Another. Now, Pavlonian, double figure long shot in this one, but he did win the Louisiana Derby and nearly won wire to wire by Emerging Market. So another one that he's ran with closely, and of course we'll look at that as well. But he is the most experienced horse in the Derby field with 10 races, so of course that will give him an edge. So we'll see how Christian Torres will do in his first Derby with Robusta, and we'll see how Pavlonian will do with today will be his 11th race. guys.
And he has Edwin Maldon. I'm sorry. Let me try this again. Blah, blah, blah. Edwin Maldonado will be on board.
It's been a long week. Words are hard, right?
Words are hard today, yes.
Perfect time to send it to break, right? We'll be right back.
Whatever your fleet of vehicles look like, Big O Tires has you covered. Tires, brakes, alignments, fluids, and more. We work with most national fleet accounts to make service simple for all your vehicles. We'll get you in and out the door fast, only at your local Kentuckiana Big O Tires.
The Kentucky Elk and Outdoor Festival at KY Gun Co. in Bardstown is back on May 9th. Food trucks, beer, and spirits garden, all-day giveaways, and a free concert with the Cruz Brothers. Join us for Kentucky's official elk draw. Full war ticket packages available. Visit kyoutdoorfest.com today.
When your loved one needs more than one kind of care, you shouldn't need more than one team. Freedom Senior Services brings together in-home care and adult day health under one roof, one care plan, one team that knows your family by name. Freedom Senior Services. One team, one plan.
Good morning, Kentucky. It's 7:45 on WKY.
And be aware, I-64 eastbound is crawling after a fender bender near the...
You're unstoppable. That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. That's 5 for 5. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woohoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky Lottery game like Scratch-Offs.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana. Go, baby, go!
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
This time of year, Kentucky is a place for celebration.
From the Derby in the spring to football in the fall.
One moment, you're celebrating with friends.
And the next, you're facing a DUI or criminal charge that could change everything.
When the stakes are this high, you need a trial attorney who will fight for you and win. My name is Tyler Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
And I'm Samina Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
Call us and let's get your life back.
At Big O, that now is no problem at all.
Step into spring savings with $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires. And use your Big O credit card to get $50 in rebate savings.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hello, Big Wave. Welcome back to coverage here on Wave News. Yes, hello.
Hey, hello. That's our Wave crew right there. Wave to the Wave crew.
Wave to the Wave crew. Yes, that was a great story Dawn shared with us yesterday about all the work that goes into putting on Derby, and I had no idea how much food we ate. Once you put it into perspective of we go through this many cases of sodas and this many pounds of chicken, and
we eat a lot of food back here, a lot of snacks. You even have your peanut M&Ms and your Diet Coke. I mean, the fact that they brought that back here for us is just like awesome. A big shout out to our crew. They make it all possible for us to be on air right now. We couldn't be doing this without them.
Right, and we have, last year there were about 147,000 people who attended the Kentucky Derby. I wonder how many it'll be this year. For Oaks, it was about 103,000 yesterday.
Yeah, maybe with it being drier out this year. Last year it was so rainy and cold. Now it's just cold with a little bit of sprinkles. Could make a difference there. But hey, someone who's been outside of the gates, wandering around, finding all kinds of shenanigans, Logan Perone. Let's see what kind of shenanigans he's gotten into now.
All right, just a fun run. Who am I running with? I'm Elizabeth. Elizabeth? Jesse. Jesse. Alice and Sunny. And okay, so guys, why run around Churchill Downs in a morning like this? It's a group of us who are going to get a picture of the statue. That's genius. It's like an annual fun run. You guys just do this for fun?
Running to Barbara. Yep. Yeah, running to Barbara. We're just celebrating Derby.
How long have you guys been doing this tradition?
I don't know how long we've been doing it. Probably 10, 15 years.
Talking about your sook.
Yeah, these are our family sooks. My dad was a trainer. My grandpa was a jockey.
So anything around Churchill Downs, even if it's literally just running around it, you're going to do it?
Yeah, we're excited.
All right, and now I got to ask, because you guys were keeping me on a good pace. Did you guys run the half marathon?
I did.
All right, what was your time?
Hour 40.
I am ashamed to say that I could never come close. Guys, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to your run. Thank you so much. Happy Derby indeed. Run for the roses, run for whatever you feel like, I guess. We'll send it back to you.
Oh, impressive. She beat me by about 26 minutes. I mean, she's the one out here running on Derby Day.
Well, the fact even that you ran in the mini marathon, Olivia, is super impressive.
Thank you.
Way to go. And I know you're already thinking about next year's. So.
I have goals for next year, and I thought I was going to be done with it. But here we are. A lot of racing going on today, and still plenty of races to come. We are about an hour away from that first race of Derby Day, and still plenty more coverage coming up here on Wave.
We hope that you've been enjoying Wave's coverage of the Kentucky Derby 152. I'm Marissa Burke. We're taking you back to Churchill Downs during World War II, when the infield looked very different from the party scene we know today. In 1942, as America mobilized for war, the infield at Churchill Downs was transformed into a temporary military encampment. The event was nicknamed Camp Wynn in honor of longtime Churchill Downs executive Matt Wynn. On Derby Day, instead of just fans and picnics, the infield was filled with soldiers from Fort Knox, along with tanks and other military equipment. It was a powerful visual. War horses of steel sharing space with the thoroughbreds on the track. Camp Wynn wasn't a permanent base, but a wartime fundraiser and patriotic showcase. The display helped raise around $120,000 for the Louisville War Fund, supporting the broader war effort and boosting morale on the home front. So while we think of Kentucky Derby as hats, mint juleps, and tradition, in 1942, Churchill Downs also served as a vivid reminder that the nation was at war and that even one of America's most famous racetracks played a role in supporting the cause.
Wave Now Derby coverage is sponsored by the Kentucky Lottery. Did you know that the Kentucky Lottery has provided over $5 billion in funding for college scholarships and grants to Kentucky students? Details at kylottery.com. Derby Day closed captioning is sponsored by BJ Heating and Cooling.
By enrolling in our new energy efficiency programs, David saved up for an authentic Australian boomerang. Next up, lessons in catching it. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into.
We live with you, build with you, grow up with you, and dream with you. At Central Bank, we belong to the same communities you do. You're our neighbors, friends, and business partners. And through the relationships we build with you every day, we consistently serve you better. That's what highly personal banking is all about. We start with you.
As they head to the back stretch, it's a tight pass.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speeder rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Frank. It's neck and neck. Frank is winning. Frank wins.
No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby. Get your bet back if your horse finishes second or third in eligible races.
In our lives, we are given countless choices and the courage to forge our own paths. Some journeys are direct, others take time, patience, and perseverance. But every path begins with a single decision: to start. At Ivy Tech Sellersburg, opportunity isn't a finish line, it's a foundation. A place where potential is discovered, skills are built, and futures take shape. No matter where life takes you, remember, it all starts here.
I'm attorney John D. Camillus.
My experience and success cover a broad spectrum. Car wrecks, slip and falls, dog bites, nursing home abuse, and large semi-crashes. Call me.
EAC Fence. Safety, security, privacy, beauty. Protect what matters most. EAC Fence. Building trust, quality, and style. EACFence.com. Introducing our new energy efficiency programs. They help Dan save up for some new home decor. The Dancinator 2000 Disco Ball. Stay funky, Dan. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into.
Injured by a dog? We can help. Call Kaufman and Steger.
Oh, Derby Day continues. We are 1 hour away from that first race of the day. It's a long day ahead of us. Those gates opened an hour ago and fans already here. They're getting their pictures early. That's a good idea because you're going to want to cover up later. You're probably going to be losing your hat. Your hair is going to be all over the place. Your makeup will be a mess. Yeah, get those pictures early.
Yeah, it's so, interesting to see how people look heading into the track and then heading out of the track is a totally different story. It reminds me of when you take the children to Disney World and they start off and they're so excited and fresh and happy, and then leaving everyone's crying and miserable and my feet hurt
and sweaty and somehow someone has a scraped up knee. Hey, that might happen today too. We'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, a long day ahead of us here, and it is only just beginning.
That's right. That was a look at the paddock, and we have a lot of the celebrities in town. They were here for all the big parties last night. You were covering the night at the galas.
Awesome night,
Yes.
I have to say. I mean, I tried to go to sleep last night too. I only got about 2 hours of sleep because the first hour I'm laying there like, did that really just happen? Did we have Joey Fatone and Lance Bass together? And Tanya Tucker and Shaka Khan? That was
amazing.
Quite the night. And Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett, my co-host for that. Hey, Kevin, how much did you get to sleep last night?
I got a few hours sleep, but this time of year, do we even sleep, right? And did Olivia mention to you she was fangirling out over the, she's such a Bravo fanatic?
Yes. The Southern Charm star.
Madison LaCroix, she looked amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big Bravo fan.
She looked good.
And I found out one of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Ashley I, is also here.
Oh.
Like, I love reality TV. This is right up my alley.
Kevin, who were you fan person boying out?
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
I don't think it's going to be able to name anybody. But
Patty LaBelle, maybe? I don't know. It goes back a little bit. Yeah. What about you? Who are you hoping to see in town?
Anyone famous, period.
We've got a distant view from Millionaires Row. Hopefully we can see some of them out as they come to the track later today. It's a slow process to get them here, it seems, this year, Brian. I think probably the cold temperature has something a little to do with that.
And it'll catch you off guard. In fact, do you want to do our impression of what we did when Ryan Hoke came in and we realized he didn't have a winter coat on? He walked up and we're like, "Whoa,
Mr. Weatherman coming in without a coat on."
Get ready, Ryan.
You are dumb.
You're gonna freeze.
They're like, I've got. Well, everybody's wearing like long johns, so Brian's got like 3 levels thick here.
I got the little heat packs and the gloves. I got a heating pad here. I got 3 T-shirts on and long johns on.
Yeah, plan accordingly.
But as long as you do that, and again, I'm not hanging out in the stands. A lot of folks will be hanging out in the stands and hanging out with friends and family. That's what makes the experience. You got to make it your own kind of day, and that's what the Derby's all about.
Let us do a little weather for you in case you're getting ready to head out to the track. We're glad everybody's in town. For those that are viewing from the hotels and everywhere in between, we see a mainly cloudy sky, though we have a few peaks of sun. The temperature's now at 47 degrees. We're up a degree.
Hey, we're getting there. Baby steps. We're making it. Here's the interesting thing. The rain has been moving in from the west. A lot of it has been evaporating as it drifts over us in the form mainly of sprinkles, but that process when the rain disintegrates, it keeps your air cool. And we got an east wind as well. It's another sign. It is going to be just a chilly setup today. The rain is not going to be heavy. It'll just be that annoying drizzly type of setup. Have a poncho just in case. You can see the hourly setup really takes down these rain chances, whatever we have of them, in a dramatic way in the coming hours.
Yeah, we'll fade the rain chance slowly, keep a small sprinkled chance in. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s, the coldest Derby we've had in decades. So plan accordingly if you're making your way out to the track. You know, guys, typically the sunshine, we're out here, 70s, we're high-fiving everybody. We're like heroes of the day because the weather's nice. We haven't had a year like that in a while.
No.
We're like over here in a corner hiding from everybody
We're
again.
overdue in a big way. 2017 left a mark on us for a while there, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy getting the Derby forecast right, guys.
You know, we may have to rewrite the lyrics to the song because, you know, it says, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
That was beautiful.
Why, thank you.
Right there.
Yeah, so we need to get the sun, Kevin and Ryan.
We're working on that.
Okay, and what's the deal with Ryan? Why would he not have a coat on?
Well, he's wearing long johns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not going to be enough.
That's not going to be enough.
Oh, that is so much fun because I've been asking our storm tracking team, how am I supposed to dress for Derby for like probably 2 or 3 months now? And they're like, Olivia, calm down. We'll let you know. But it's hard to plan an outfit around it. Hey, I like her right now because she is doing the same thing as me, braving the cold, strapless dress, sticking with your decision right there.
We should mention that you did bring a coat.
I did bring it, and I'm choosing to not wear it. I got a text from my aunt saying, I can send you a coat. You look cold. Thank you, Aunt Denise. I love you. I'm doing this to myself at this point.
It is a pretty dress, though. And, you know, when you have a beautiful dress, you want to show it off like that one right there.
I love that one, too. But, hey, the party starts before you even really enter the gates of Churchill Downs, talking about the fan experience.
And there's a lot going on there, especially when Tawana and Marissa are there.
Oh, for sure. You were talking about wanting warmer weather. Well, we found some friends that are trying to bring that warmer weather. They're from Vegas. We found Shannon and Rob here.
Look at this.
Oh, look at them. They are decked out. We need you to do the full-on spin.
Give us a twirl.
Because we need everyone to see the front and the back of this. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yes, that photo is from Derby 150.
Wow.
Just such the details. I'm all about the details. So you actually put this together.
Well, I sewed all that on, yeah, I put it together. So this part, yeah, and then she accented to go with it. Yeah.
Okay. So how
do that every year?
Yeah. How long does it take you to plan an outfit like that?
God, a couple of weeks or months, maybe.
It takes me 3 days of sewing because I do pink. Yesterday I had this kind of similar, and I hand sew every one of the letters, so it takes a while.
And so Derby is special for you guys because you're putting so much time and some memories into these moments.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, well, it's a great place. It's a great place. The only thing we look for is like the weather. It's 50-50 every year, so.
And you can blame her for that.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. I do apologize for that. We just can only do our best. But hey, it's that time of the year. May here in Kentucky does whatever it wants, ladies. So we're going to toss it back to you, and we're going to continue to make some new friends.
All right. Thank you.
An incredible blazer. It really is. Yes, they look great. I love it when a couple comes and you can tell that they've coordinated together. It's so fun.
Well, I love when the men get in on it because so many times you'll see the matching couples and they'll say, yeah, she wanted to wear this, so I threw this on just to match her. But the fact that he took it seriously and he did the sewing too, like,
yes.
Bravo. Love it.
Exactly. Okay, I don't know who is making what out here, but it smells so good. And I'm getting a little hungry. Let's go to Dawn G. She is at the First Club right now. And boy, they had a spread there yesterday.
The food here, phenomenal. The drink here, phenomenal. And as much as you can shove in, you can have all day long. You can. Hey, but the party started, you guys. Like, I don't know what Kevin said. It's taken folks a little while to get here. I don't know where they are. Here's the first table to arrive. It's Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin, yay!
This was the first table. Yes. And this is your first Derby.
Yes, this is our first Derby. We decided this was a bucket list and decided to come on down and enjoy the 3 days.
There you go. And so you just thought, okay, first Derby, we're going early.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Got to be here early, experience everything. And like you just said, the bar's open.
Yes, it is already open, and you all are so snazzy. Okay, wait. Okay, so it's 152nd running of the Oaks. My man over here. Okay, so I was wondering, he was doing a performance a minute ago, and I was like, well, Well, I said, you all got a rapper at the table? And he was like, Derby horse is my Derby horse.
Well, it's Renegade, and you're never afraid to say what's on your mind at any given time of day. So I didn't know he was the favorite, but you had to go with him because of the song, yes.
I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, brother. Like, I am lost. You were playing your song. Do your whole, put your music on and do your whole, you got to do the whole, like, he was like, break. Okay, they're telling me, okay, well, I'm going to let you.
Eminem, Jay-Z.
Okay, he's not going to do it for me. He was breaking it down, y'all. See, now he's getting all nervous. Okay, that's all right. My rapper, I'm going to go. Okay, no, I did tell him no swear words, so he's not going to do it now. We are in this fabulous place. The party will start soon. Shannon and Olivia, I'm going to get a free concert there. Back to you all.
Hey, I love your pants, by the way, Dawn. They're very colorful, perfect for today. And that is the First Turn Club. We know that they're going to be starting work on another part here of Churchill Towns that they call Victory Run. And here is the garland of roses that was carefully put together at the Kroger in Middletown yesterday afternoon and into the evening. It takes hours, and it gets this special escort.
Yeah, lots of roses. Of course, it's the Run for the Roses, so you got to have plenty on hand, right? We'll be right back.
Derby Day closed captioning is sponsored by BJ Heating and Cooling.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day. Or any other day. Sorry, fella.
A disaster transforms your home into chaos. This is the world of Paul Davis Restoration. Ready to restore your home, to make things right. Paul Davis Property Restoration Experts.
Your family, your language, your home. Freedom Senior Services matches every family with caregivers who understand their culture, their needs, and their routine. Care that feels like home, because it is. Visit freedomseniorservices.com for more.
Hi, I'm Sue, distracted driver.
I'm attorney Alex White. If you're injured, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
The Kentucky Elk and Outdoor Festival at KY Gun Co. in Bardstown is back on May 9th. Food trucks, beer, and spirits garden, all-day giveaways, and a free concert with the Cruz Brothers. Join us for Kentucky's official elk draw. Full war ticket packages available. Visit kyoutdoorfest.com today.
Looking to fit your crew, haul your cargo, or road trip to your next adventure? There's a Honda for that. Want big savings on the full Honda lineup? Gas, hybrids, and EVs? There's a Honda for that. Looking for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies? Want the quality, reliability, and safety you know and love? There's a Honda for that. Want award-winning cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs on sale? There's a Honda for that. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Kentuckiana, thank you for allowing Watson's to help decorate both the inside and the outside of your homes for over 30 years. We hope everyone has a great time enjoying the horses this week, whether you're at home or at the track, celebrating with friends, family, and neighbors. Remember, this is Kentuckiana's week to shine, whether it's inside or outside your home. When you're ready for some more fun, we hope to see you again at either one of our 2 area Watson's locations.
Zaxby's just dropped dry rubs, and they're not playing. They've got zesty lemon pepper, savory garlic parm, and spicy Nashville hot. Hey, other chicken chains, this is called seasoning.
Take notes. Who's got the sauce?
Oh, the first Saturday in May. It is Derby Day here on Wave, and it looks like everyone is trying to bundle up as best they can. The pashmina is the move, or a light jacket, anything you can do to stay a little bit warm right now. Oh, a jean jacket right there.
Yeah.
Good choice as well.
We had a pashmina in the Oaks yesterday. The Oaks race. One of the horses, the fillies named Pashmina.
Didn't win, but I didn't put any money on her, so probably a good thing that I didn't. But hey, it doesn't matter who I bet on. Not gonna win. That's
Always a runner was the winner yesterday in the Oaks. Who will get the garland of roses today? We're going to find out shortly, as it is Derby Day. If you are just waking up, just joining us, maybe you had a late night last night with the 8:40 p.m. post time and maybe a party after. The Puma has been scratched, so we have 4 scratches in this year's race.
Yeah, that Derby field adjusting a little bit now, down to 19 horses in it. But let's check in with Jose Zazai. He's down in the paddock. And Jose, who's your pick for the Derby?
Good morning, Olivia and Shannon. I've been mulling over all the lists of the existing horses in the lineup because you have to keep track with the scratches as they happen. I have a good feeling, and take that with a grain of salt for you guys at the desk, for the folks at home. Something about Chief Wallaby, the Bill Mott trained horse. So I'm going to go with, again, a pick that isn't necessarily the top favorite. You don't necessarily want to have to rely on those odds. The payout, not as great, so I'll sit with the horse that will deliver a little bit of a payout. And of course, I'll disclose, hey, Junior Alvarado is our jockey. There's that Venezuelan connection. Junior, of course, having his pedigree of successes out here at Churchill Downs. So, well, I don't know, guys. We'll see if there's another contingent to want to maybe think that Chief Wallaby could come out the winner for tonight's run for the Roses. While I still have your attention, I do want to point out that there is still, the time, the stage, the opportunity for a Japanese-bred horse to break that glass ceiling. We've seen them compete. In fact, last year, the closest ever finish for a Japanese-bred horse with Forever Young. There have been horses competing from Asia over the years and the decades at the Kentucky Derby. We have 2 entries who could be the first to etch their names in history. One, Dan and Bourbon. The one I've been following really closely over the last couple of weeks, guys, was actually Wonder Dean. That is ridden by Ryusei Sakai. We've got Daisuke Takayanagi as the trainer, Mr. Yamamoto as the owner. It was really cool to follow the process of seeing Wonder Dean, had to quarantine for a bit, make sure he was ready to go. How they bring the assistant groomers and trainers over to keep that consistency going, having Churchill Downs sort of, present that liaison to make the experience for the Japanese contingents as smooth as possible. So, will we be here to witness a different kind of history? That remains to be seen. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Oh, thank you, Jose. And I have to say, I also have my eye on the other Japanese horse with Dan and Bourbon, undefeated, 3 wins in 3 starts. And I also like this story because I read that they've described him as a goofball, and they had to send him to a farm to just chill out before coming to the U.S. So, yeah, sounds like my kind of guy, a goofball. He and I would get along, and maybe he's a winner. He's undefeated so far.
I'm going to put Dan and Bourbon actually in some of my mixes. He's one of my top 5 picks. I really like him. And it's been so interesting seeing the difference between how the Japanese trainers train their horses versus the American trainers. In Japan, they say they spend a lot more time warming up before hitting the track. So they spend a lot of time in the chute, and then after, they spend a lot of time cooling down, too.
And we'll see if the Japanese horse wins it for the first time in the history of the Kentucky Derby. Stick with us. Much more coverage still to come.
Data is sponsored by Riverside Cigar Shop and Lounge. Since its inaugural race in 1875, the Kentucky Derby has been held every single year without interruption. Through world wars, the Great Depression, and even the COVID-19 pandemic, though it was rescheduled to September in 2020.
for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience is a car that stops short of amazing.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
At First Savings Bank, our mission has always been simple, to bring a higher quality of life to our communities. And that commitment has always been powered by great people.
As First Savings joins First Merchants, we're honored to carry that legacy forward.
And together, we bring the same familiar faces and trusted team.
Keeping relationships you trust in place, with more capabilities and tools for how people bank today. First Savings will soon become First Merchants, helping you prosper.
No need to wait for relief. Whether it's ear pain, sinus pressure, allergies, or a nagging cough, our ENT specialists are here for you. No appointment needed. Walk-in clinics available to help your whole family feel better fast. Visit Advanced ENT and Allergy today.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Derby Day Scrapbook is sponsored by Twin Spires.
It's been a great day so far here at Churchill Downs as we're gearing up for the Kentucky Derby at 6:57. Little light sprinkles, nothing too crazy, but the blanket, it's so funny how many people have blankets as an accessory. It's a good idea.
I think it's funny to see how many people are wearing full-on blankets and how many people are like, you know what? I'm not risking it. I've got to show off this dress. You know, I'm kind of someone who wants to show off the dress.
Well, if you're lucky enough to have a seat inside, that would be a good thing too. Let's go to David Mattingly. He's joining us live.
Well, Shannon, we have a seat inside, but this is open air and there's a breeze blowing, so it's cool up here. It's like the outdoor experience with a roof over our heads. And these guys were the first to arrive this morning, braving the elements and everything. Scott and Craig, this is their first Derby. Even they look like they know what they're doing. They're studying the racing forms today. Who's your favorite today?
Probably in the Derby Commandment for me, but I'm still doing a little handicapping.
Okay, what about you?
I like Chief Wallaby.
Now, where are you from?
Kansas City for me.
In Salina, Kansas.
And this is your first Derby. What's your impression of Churchill Downs so far?
Beautiful, and the rolling hills and the background make it just very scenic, and we just enjoyed ourselves. We've been here all week and enjoyed ourselves immensely.
So you've been in Louisville all week?
Yes.
You've tried the bourbon then?
100%.
What else have you done since you've been here?
We spent a lot of time at the track. We went to Thurby, we went to the Oaks. Here today, you actually went 2 additional times.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as well as obviously, today.
Okay, so you guys really know something about horses. Tell me who I should put the money on for the Derby. I've never picked a winner.
Well, I already told you, Commandment.
You know, a lot of my buddies went down to the Arkansas Derby and they watched Renegade run, and they fell in love with that horse. But I think it's gonna have an awful tough time coming off the rail and winning today.
Okay, listen, you definitely know what you're talking about. I'm going to follow your judgment here, and we'll see how things go.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, David. Talk about a commitment coming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean,
hey,
wow.
it's Derby week.
That's a lot of energy, too. We have had so much fun all this week bringing you Sunrise at the Downs. Hopefully you've joined us. It is just the best place to be this entire week on the backside. And thanks for joining us. We're going to pass it over to Myra Ansari and Brian Schlonsky.
Yeah, it's our time to take a nap, too. I mean, those early mornings, we have had a blast. Hey, maybe take a nap and then go out and enjoy it. Thanks for joining us. Oh, where's the camera?
Happy Derby.
Happy Derby. Good luck with all your picks out there.
As they head to the backstretch, it's a tight pack.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speed rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Frank. It's neck and neck. Frank is winning. Frank wins.
No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby. Get your bet back if your horse finishes second or third in eligible races.
At Bob Hook Chevrolet, we give you more value with the new Chevy than any other dealer in Kentucky. Like our lifetime powertrain warranty, our love it or leave it 3-day guarantee, and your first 2 oil changes for free. Come see us or go to bobhook.com today.
When the power goes out, Corrigan Electric keeps you on. Install a whole home generator today. Trusted professionals, efficient service, and priceless peace of mind. You know it's a Corrigan. Give us a call. Your electrician.
They're on backup. Let's make it right.
Hold! He's feeling pressure.
Hold it up. Great work, boys. We'll see you on the next one. Jardine Mechanical. Family owned, always on call.
This time of year, Kentucky is a place for celebration.
From the Derby in the spring to football in the fall.
One moment, you're celebrating with friends.
And the next, you're facing a DUI or criminal charge that could change everything.
When the stakes are this high, you need a trial attorney who will fight for you and win. My name is Tyler Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
And I'm Samina Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
Call us and let's get your life back.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 5-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
In a world that asks, what have you done for me lately? The world's best-selling vehicle has done it again. The 6th-generation Toyota RAV4 is all new from the ground up, and the experts like what they see. It's totally redesigned, totally hybrid, to deliver more power and better efficiency than ever before, with style, comfort, and great value. Get the all-new RAV4 with a $299 a month lease or 4.99 APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Do you have a leaky roof? Have you had it checked since the recent storms? It's time to have Citadel Roofing come out for a free inspection. You could qualify for a new roof that's up to 90% covered, saving you thousands.
To have it done right the first time, call Citadel Roofing and Construction today.
152 years ago, they ran this race for the first time. 10,000 people showed up. Nobody knew what they were starting. They knew it was something special. They just didn't know it would never stop. Wars, floods, bankruptcy, a global pandemic. Derby found a way. Right now, somewhere across this city, a Louisvillian is doing what Louisvillians do on Derby Day. They're not going to the track. They're at home, dressed up, mint julep in hand, little slips of paper with horse names on them thrown into a hat on the kitchen table. That's how we do it here, always has been. In the neighborhoods that surround these twin spires, somebody's got a cooler of cold beer on the front porch, a speaker blasting, and a parking spot for sale. That's Louisville. That's our Derby. But today, this city also belongs to the world. Hotel lobbies are packed with people who've been planning this trip for years. For them, this isn't just a Saturday. This is a bucket list item. This is the one. You don't have to know a thing about horse racing to love this day. You just have to show up in style.
They are off in the Kentucky.
20 years ago, a bay colt named Barbaro broke from the gate and ran like he owned the place.
Barbaro wins by 7.
And 100 years ago, bubbling over, crossed this finish line first. 152 years, and we're still here. But this year, the backside feels a little different. The sport lost a trailblazer and two of its greatest teachers. Two men who believed in their horses when seemingly nobody else did, and a woman who believed in her right to ride. Sound familiar? That's what this race does. It produces the untouchable.
And the Narcos have won the Kentucky Derby!
The unlikely and the unique.
It's Giacomo!
And the utterly unforgettable.
Mindless Bird has won the Kentucky Derby! An impossible result here!
The next generation steps into those footprints, passing something down. Father to son, trainer to student, generation to generation. 1.25 miles, 20 horses, 2 minutes. And somewhere in this city, 10,000 mint juleps from now, a new name gets added to the most storied list in American sports. This is Derby Day. This is Louisville. This is ours. Kentucky Derby 152 on your official Derby station, Wave. Hello, Louisville. This day belongs to us. Today, on the first Saturday in May, the eyes of the horse racing, fashion, and entertainment world are all looking at you, and what a view it is. We are more than 8 hours away from the Run for the Roses, but a day of excitement awaits as we welcome you here into our set, positioned right in front of the Twin Spires. I'm Brian Schlonsky, alongside my co-anchor, Myra Ansari. The storylines are abundant for today. Chad Brown wins it in the Oaks. Can he do it again today in the Derby? Bob Baffert looking for that elusive 7th Derby win that would put him at the top of the heap. Hey, maybe Bill Mott wins it again this year. He won last year. His son, though, has 2 horses in the race, looking to dethrone dear old dad. We could have the first female trainer win this year. So a lot going on, but perhaps the biggest storyline so far has been those that aren't participating, the scratches.
4 scratches, which is kind of unusual. We talk about a silent tactic with scratch because of a bruised foot, full effort scratch because of an ankle issue, right to party had right front lameness, and then the very latest Puma also scratched because of swelling in his leg. So that 20 field game is now down to 19 horses that are going to be running in the Kentucky Derby tonight.
And so, of course, heartbreaking for all of the people who work with those teams that were looking at Derby Day as their big time to shine, and perhaps a double heartbreak there for the Puma with that scratch, because it happened so late in the game that we can't even do the replacement, which would have been Corona de Oro. So it's kind of a double heartbreak because their team won't be participating either.
Yep. All right. Well, we've got a lot of people participating in our coverage today, and that includes our very own Logan Perrone. He had a lot of fun yesterday, and I know he's been busy back at it today. Hey there, Logan.
So I'm with Scott and Jason right now. Guys, where are you guys out of, and how are we feeling this morning?
Monmouth, Illinois. Feeling great. Looking forward to the race.
All right, Illinois as well.
Same town, Monmouth, Illinois.
Monmouth, Illinois represent. All right, so when people are preparing for the Derby, oftentimes, you know, they're looking at what the handicappers got. This looks a little more put together, so I want you to go through what you got here.
I'll let you speak into that.
So this is the Super Screener by Mike Shuddy, and he's been someone I've followed for the last 5 or 6 years, and he's done well on Derby Day. He is into a lot of speed figures. Late pace is a big component of his calculations, and so he puts together rankings, and we kind of build our bets off of that.
All right, so if I had to put a bet on someone based on this, where are we thinking right now? What horse, based on this little pack of yours, where do we put our money at?
Well, Commandment is probably the most likely to hit the board, but we're in search of bigger and grander things than just one win bet. We're trying to hit the Super, so we're looking at closers with good value, and I'd like to see Emerging Market on top. That would be ideal.
Now, how long have you guys been coming to the Derby, and, you know, just what's it like being here at Wagner's, iconic place right next to Churchill Downs?
I've come here for the last 4 or 5 years. I think Scott's been here like 15.
My first Derby was 2006 when Barbara won, and that got me coming back. I've missed a few since then, but been here probably 15 or 16 times.
Great place to have breakfast.
Yeah, surprisingly not crowded. You know, that's one of the things that you've got all the infield people waiting to go in right next door, and you've always been able to get a seat here. It's good food and not expensive, and sets a nice base for the day, right?
That's how you start off out of the gate strong, pun intended. I'm so sorry, guys. Jason, Scott, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We will send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Logan. He'll be getting into trouble around the track all day today. Speaking of trouble, this one is empty, but we asked our friends next door in one of the boxes to check out the Derby glass for this year for 152.
It's very pretty.
They're gorgeous, and I wanted to bring that up because this has been such a tradition for years with the Derby glasses, and your outfit today, spectacular, kind of a nod to mid-century America, and that's when the glassware really took off. They had the frosted glass in '69, and '64 they did the 90th edition glass, so this was a fantastic nod to mid-century, the 50s and 60s.
Thank you. I feel like I stepped back into the 60s, but I got to say, you always look handsome. You look perfect today. I got to tell you all, this tie that Brian has, he's been sitting on this tie for a year. Do you know what you sent me last year when you purchased this tie and you were like so excited about it?
Tell me.
You sent me a video and the tie opened up with the box and you going, oh. Like you were like just so excited about this beautiful tie that you have.
We take Derby fashion seriously around here, and as we bring in Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harned to talk a bit about the forecast. Kevin, we play in those outfits a bit around the weather. Myra's in the jacket here. It's perfect for the atmosphere we're feeling here today.
I'm not taking it off. It's too cold.
Come on out to the fashion gurus. Look at us. We've got black gloves on. We've got.
Myra does look stunning.
Oh, well, thank you. You guys look so good, too. Everybody looks
good. That's what I was going for. Thank goodness. I don't know if she's going to take the bait or not.
Be good will bait you into anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Keep them going. Keep going.
Right. You both look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. If only the weather looked better. That's what everybody's saying. Unfortunately, it is going to be a chilly Derby day. The good news is the rain chance is very limited.
We've been able to raise the bases of these clouds about 1,000 feet, and they're trying to, I guess the best way to word it, crack, if you will, to allow for a few breaks in them. We'll see if we can continue that trend.
Which means a few peaks of sunshine.
A few peaks of sunshine, and we'll take it, right? You see a little hint of that looking in the distance. So we'll take every little bit just like yesterday, and hopefully it doesn't increase their wind too much, but it shouldn't be a repeat of those really strong winds that we had yesterday. All right, let me show the radar trend because that's what we're watching. Right now, most of the rain has been hovering around Evansville most of the morning. We've been getting little hints of some sprinkles all the way into Churchill Downs, but it's been very, very much on the light side, and you can see those breaks in the clouds there. Still a lot of clouds, don't get me wrong. wrong, but we'll, again, take any little hint we can get.
Yeah, peaks of sun make a big difference. We noticed that yesterday when we were out here, and the thing that is a little different than yesterday, the wind's not as strong. And while we've seen only a few sprinkles, we don't expect much more than that, as Brian mentioned on the radar. So that hour-by-hour forecast is going to keep that rain chance low, 20% or less, and temperatures may be a bigger factor.
Yeah, exactly. Holding into the 50s, all right, and keep in mind we should be in the mid-70s this time of the year. And I know you guys were talking about this yesterday, but again, our forecast is 59, which is the very high point of the day compared to just a few months ago, Christmas. It's 65 and light rain.
Yeah, folks visiting town, they're like, what? Derby is now colder than what their Christmas was? Yeah, that's going to be the case today.
We'll be in the 70s in about 30, 40 hours from now. So that's about right.
Yeah. Frost tonight, 70s, and sunny next week. How's that sound, guys?
Good idea. I like the gloves, guys.
You said, what's it sound like? Sounds like Louisville, Kentucky.
I know. I've got my hand warmers here, so we're going to stay warm. I've got a heating pad on my lap. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's going to be a great day. People are starting to come into the track and making their way in after those late night parties.
Yeah, let's take you around the track now, show you some of the sights and sounds of Churchill Downs early on here today. And you're going to be seeing these pictures better than ever before. Today's broadcast is in high dynamic range, which means for you, brighter highlights, deeper shadows, richer color, every detail popping from the silks to the stretch run. It's Derby in HDR, high dynamic range, and we are so happy that you'll be watching it with us today. Waves coverage of Derby 152 rolls on after this commercial break.
Thanks for joining us for Waves coverage of Kentucky Derby 152. I'm Marissa Berg. At Churchill Downs, every Kentucky Derby jockey and horse have to meet strict requirements before they ever step onto the track, and that includes the weight they carry in the race. First, it's important to understand what's actually weighed. It's the jockey and the equipment they carry on the horse. The Derby is run under what's called set weight conditions for 3-year-olds. That means that every horse in the field is assigned a specific weight to carry. Typically, colts and geldings carry around 126 pounds, while fillies get a 5-pound break and carry 121 if they run against the boys. That total number includes the jockey, the saddle, and any lead weights needed to make up the difference. Before the race, each jockey reports to the clerk of scales their weight in full riding gear along with the saddle and the pads. If they come in light, small lead weights are added to the saddle until they hit the official Kentucky Derby weight for that horse. Right after the race, the process is repeated. The jockey brings the same saddle and gear back to the scales and is weighed in again. That weigh-in confirms the horse actually carried the correct weight during the Derby. If a jockey is significantly under the assigned weight after the race, the horse can be disqualified. So while fans focus on the post positions and the odds, behind the scenes, every Kentucky Derby runner has already passed a very precise test on the scale before they ever get their shot at the roses.
Wave Now Derby coverage is sponsored by the Kentucky Lottery. Did you know Kentucky Lottery's new Connected Play feature lets you use your online winnings to buy tickets in-store and even deposit in-store prizes back into your online account? Details at kylottery.com.
In Kentucky, we know that performance out of the gate matters. When life changes in an instant, you want representation that rises to the occasion and finishes strong. Thomas Law Offices, fighting for Kentucky, fighting for you.
This isn't us saying we make an EV. This is us saying we make an EV worthy of being a Lexus. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. The all-electric RZ.
Kentucky. It's 7:45 on WKY.
And be aware, I-64 eastbound is crawling after a fender bender near the...
You're unstoppable. That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. That's 5 for 5. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woohoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky Lottery game like Scratch-Offs.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day. Or any other day. Sorry, fella.
We live with you, build with you, grow up with you, and dream with you. At Central Bank, we belong to the same communities you do. You're our neighbors, friends, and business partners. And through the relationships we build with you every day, we consistently serve you better. That's what highly personal banking is all about. We start with you.
After an injury accident, get the Tiger on your side means you get lawyers who understand the importance of family, lawyers who see you as a person, lawyers who fight to put the most money in your pocket. Injured? Call Kaufman and Stigger and get the Tiger on your side.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana.
Go, baby, go!
For over 40 years, Kentuckiana has trusted BJ Heating and Cooling. Before you buy, get our free second opinion over the phone. No extra appointments. Don't pay more for the same thing. We could save you thousands on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
Back now on your Derby Day coverage here on Waves. Some of the first fans here in the stands today. It's still early on here in Churchill Downs, but the first race is coming up about 11 minutes away. That, of course, is an approximate post time here under the Twin Spires. A couple of clouds in the sky, a little chillier than usual, but a great day for racing. And we are getting set for that first race of the day. It is the Funny Side presented by Humana. Get you ready. We'll be going to our handicappers here in just a minute. But before we do that, we have to check in with some of our crews who are spread out all around the track.
Yes, Kirsten Foote looking fabulous today. I got to say, we both got our fascinators from the same person, Veronica Stivers from Big Day Hat Design.
She knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. And thank you, Veronica, for the beautiful fascinators the last 2 days. And you've helped me and Kirsten just look stunning. Let's check in with Kirsten with where she's at.
Well, when you're here at Churchill Downs, every view is gorgeous, but sometimes it can be kind of hard to have a view of the entire track. But when you're up here in the jockey suite area where we are, you can really see everything. And that's a gorgeous view outside, but inside is also a gorgeous view with the suites in here. And staff here have been getting ready all morning. I have Amy here. And tell me, Amy, what you're doing this morning.
We're just getting their fruit and charcuterie boards together and trying to make sure plenty of water, so as alcohol goes in, we keep water going in too.
Totally.
And just try to get the suite ready for them and make it as nice as we can, because our customers mean everything.
Yeah. When did you guys start your work this morning?
6:30.
Oh my goodness. And when does it end? I mean, well after the race?
Not so bad.
Okay.
We didn't get home till after 11 last night, and it started at 8:30, so it's a long day.
Oh my! And I point out over here too. You guys have the glasses over here, the Derby 152 glasses. So very kind. Tell me about some of the things that you do to get the suites ready for all for people.
Come in and make sure everything's good and clean. Make sure everything's stocked, and try to do a little extras. We buy bags and stuff for the guest, because they really like to have something easier to take home.
Totally. You want to keep those memories alive for sure. And I have Nolan over here too, stocking waters. This fridge is pretty stocked here. Tell me what you're doing here this morning.
So I'm a runner. I'm just bringing all the beer, liquor, water, anything all the people need, chips, popcorn, just keeping the guests happy.
fun. Is this your first Derby?
Second. I'm actually from New York, and I'm here on an internship.
Oh, that's awesome.
They
Fun.
fly us down for school, and I'm a brewing and distilling student, so this is a great start for me.
Totally. What better place than the Kentucky Derby, home of, bourbon and all that fun stuff? And how about you? What are you doing this morning?
Hi, I'm helping. I'm a helper today.
I love it. It's all about teamwork here, pulling off this amazing operation, but they make it look easy. Back to you.
All right, Kirsten Foote there, looking beautiful as always. So our first race is coming up here shortly, and a big race that it is because Jose Ortiz is going to be riding Cromwell, and he won yesterday's Oaks race with always a runner. So he's just getting back at it.
Yeah, we see some of the horses here on the track right now. Got to get them set before we head off to the funny side, presented by Humana. So let's bring in our handicappers, as we just heard the call to the post a few minutes ago. We have Kendrick Haskins and Mike Hartnett filling us with wisdom here today. And guys, I got to ask, because there are several trainers in this very first race that will be running in the Derby, including Cromwell's Sherry DeVoe. We've got Bob Baffert, Riley Mott included as well. How important is it to try to get a win in these early races to establish what that dominance is going to look like later on in the day?
Well, if I was a trainer, Kendrick, I want to win them all. I want to win the whole card. This is a showcase this weekend. Oaks Derby, the eyes of the nation and the world are here at Churchill Downs, and these guys want to bring out their best runners. I think they've been pointing for this weekend since the calendar turned 2026, and a lot of the stars from around the country have gathered here. And, one of the coldest days in Derby history, but we are expecting some red-hot competition on the track today.
You're right, Mike. You talk about it. We talk about the Oaks and Derby races, but this is a big weekend for these trainers, for the jockeys, everyone involved, because the spotlight is on them. A lot of these races are on television or on national TV, so this is a big weekend. And, of course, big purses this weekend.
Oh, yeah. And about this opener, we have a big field of maidens. So, maidens, they're all winless. Somebody is going to get its first trip to the winner's circle in just a few minutes from now. And there you take a look at the odds. The one is scratched. Stakeholder is a long shot. Silent Way is a contender. A month ago at Santa Anita, he nearly won. He finished second by less than a length. Fabian Pratt is aboard today. They figure to be up close, maybe on the lead today. And Interborough, one of the entries for Dale Romans, is a long shot.
Dale just walked past this. He's campaigning, and he's always campaigning. You got Brian was talking about Cromwell. Jose Ortiz had a huge night last night. Of course, he won the Kentucky Oaks, but he won 5 races yesterday.
Can you imagine that? Look at the jockeys that he was, and all the talented horses that he was going up against, and to do that, I think that might be a record for most wins on an Oaks day. It's got to be close.
I mean, that's up there. I mean, that's the equivalent of MVP of an all-star game in another sport, when you look at, like you said, the competition he was facing and the horses he was running up against too.
I'm sure he's on some really good horses to add to his win list for the weekend. Yeah, of course, the main player in this one looks like to be the 11 for Todd Pletcher, Power Shift. He is currently even money, and you hate to go a little chalky here in the opener, but Power Shift is a real contender here. The 3-year-old comes here after running 6th in the Tampa Bay Derby. He was going up against the Puma and Further Ado. So at one point, Todd Pletcher said, I'm going to put this guy on the Derby trail. And he's got the breeding, and it looks like he may turn out to be a talented runner. But didn't fare so well in the Tampa Bay Derby. But in February, first race for Power Shift, he went 1 mile and 40 yards. He lost by less than a length to none other than Emerging Market. So Power Shift has been facing some very good horses, and that puts him over the top for me. Especially, he was being pointed maybe to the Derby, and as they've kind of taken down a notch or two, but there's quality there for sure, and I'll go with the chalk, number 11, Power Shift today.
Of course, he's being ridden by Irad Ortiz. Mike Rapoli is the owner of this horse. Getting back to Cromwell and Jose Ortiz, that horse, he's raced 7 times, and he's finished in second place 3 times. So I think he'll at least hit the board, I believe.
Yeah, Cromwell is coming off a very good run in early March at Fairgrounds. He finished second that day, and he's got the red hot Jose in the saddle today.
Of course, looking at some of the other contenders in this one, Bourbon Dream, written by Mario Gutierrez, Mike.
Yeah, Bourbon Dream rates a big chance coming off a second-place effort. That was about a month ago. Back at Gulfstream Park. A lot of these trainers are trying to sort out their 3-year-olds. Do they belong in stakes company? What level can we keep them at for the remainder of the year? And this could be a launching pad for some of these 3-year-olds.
And looking at the odds, I mean, Power Shift, I think the betting public is agreeing with you. It's at 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised it's that low. The morning line for him was 3-1. And I don't know, maybe, the fans we got some of the smartest bettors in the world and in the country here at Churchill Downs on Derby Day. So they see the potential of this 3-year-old and the horses that he's been running against.
And it looks like they're coming in on Silent Way, too, the number 3 horse. He's at 5-2 as we speak. He's being ridden by Flavian Pratt. 3 lifetime races with a second and a third place finish in his career.
No question. Silent Way fits in here. Had a really good race at Santa Anita where he was second, as we mentioned. And Silent Way may try to go to the lead and take them wire to wire.
Of course, we talked about it yesterday. How hard is it to handicap these? These are a little bit easier because most of these have run, but when you have a race full of horses that haven't raced yet, how hard is that to handicap?
Well, you really got to, sometimes you just got to make your best educated guess. Where, you can look at all the numbers, the stats, the bloodlines, and everything else. And sometimes you just have to have a feel for it. Who's the trainer? Who's the jockey? What was their the point of showing up today in a particular race? Did they have an agenda for their horse? And but a lot of times maidens and claiming races, it's sometimes you just got to make your best guess.
And getting to the big race tonight, and even thinking about last night's race for these horses, with the races being later, because they train in the mornings. How big of an adjustment is it going from training in the morning at 5, 6, 7, 7:30 in the morning to racing at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night?
I don't know. I don't think the only difference late at night would be possibly the lights that come into play. That's something most of the horses are not going to be used to running at night. But that's really the only thing. I think most trainers will tell you that morning works, afternoon races. I mean, the only difference would be a little bit different on Derby Day when you have the large crowd and a lot of noise. But I think the lights may be the only factor that some of these horses may have to contend with.
So it may have a bigger effect on the humans more so than
probably
the horses. Yeah. The horses are starting to load into the gate. You see Mike Rapoli, he has a horse in this one. He has the favorite in this one with Power Shift. He also has a favorite later. And Renegade, could be a big weekend for him to finally get that run for the Roses for him.
Maybe. He and Todd Pletcher, they seem to get the one hole a lot, and we'll see how good Renegade is.
Comes to the pill pool.
He'll probably have to use every bit of his talent to overcome the one hole, but we'll see. He may be that good. As we're just about set.
Looks like we have 1 or 2 more horses to get into the gate, and we'll be ready. We'll be off and running on Derby Day 152 here at Churchill Downs. This is one of 2 races we will be able to bring you live today before NBC takes over the live broadcasting of the races.
Just about set. They're going to go 1 mile and a 16th.
And they're off. And a good start today for Power Shift, racing for the lead. Time to strike for that outside post as well. Races out with Power Shift. And the 2 of them in tandem into the first turn. Time to strike over to the inside. Power Shift stays a bit off the rail. Nonetheless, right up and on the pace in second. Silent Way to the inside third. Bourbon Dream comes away in fourth. Cromwell fifth. Get Them Roses racing sixth. Ingleburrows in seventh. And Stakeholder at the back of the pack in eighth as they head for the backstretch run. Time to strike. Steps out to be the leader. It's a 1-length lead. Power Shift is prompting second to a solid opening fraction in 23 seconds flat. Bourbon Dream advancing outside of Silent Way and farther out. Get Them Roses. Get Them Roses is 5 wide down the backstretch run. Cromwell's in the thick of things. Stakeholders down inside and Ingleburrows at the back. But it's a tight pack heading for the far turn. The half in 47 seconds. Time to strike hits the far turn in front. Power Shift is poised in second, though, and moves up alongside. A couple of reminders to get closer now. Silent Ways worked out a beautiful trip in behind horses. Third in saving ground. Get Them Roses has been wide. Bourbon Dream, Cromwell, Ingleboro goes to the far outside. Quarter mile to go. Power Shift comes up to grab the lead. Time to Strike is fully extended, but is back into second. Silent Ways come off the rail. Ingleboro's closing down the center of the racetrack. Furlong to go. Power Shift kicks away. 3-length lead, 16th out. Silent Way will chase Power Shift to the wire. Power Shift by nearly 3. Silent Way, 8 clear second. Tight for third, Ingleboro or Cromwell.
What a run for Power Shift. Got to the outside, and he hit the gas and left everyone behind him.
Great ride by Irad Ortiz, and he won like an even money shot is supposed to win. Right. Is supposed to perform today, and maybe bigger and better things to come for this Todd Pletcher runner. Power Shift after winning our opener on Derby Day.
Great start to Derby Day for Todd Pletcher and Mike Rapoli. We'll have much, much more from Derby 152 here at Churchill Downs, right here on Wave 3.
If you're shopping for trusted, high-quality new tires, look no further than Big O Tires. We're so confident in the tires we sell, we offer a 3-year full road hazard repair warranty, as well as free flat repair, rotations, and balancing. Come into your locally owned Big O Tires.
When your loved one needs more than one kind of care, you shouldn't need more than one team. Freedom Senior Services brings together in-home care and adult day health under one roof, one care plan, one team that knows your family by name. Freedom Senior Services. One team, one plan.
Want an SUV that gets up to 560 miles per tank? There's a Honda for that. Visit Louisville Honda World and save now. The CR-V gas and hybrid models are in stock and on sale from $299 a month or with 2.99% APR. Drive more with CR-V and make less stops at the pump. CR-V hybrids get up to 560 miles per tank. Want to fit your crew and your cargo? There's a Honda for that. Save on CR-V gas and hybrid models from $299 a month or 2.99% when you visit Louisville Honda World today.
Hi, I'm Sue, distracted driver.
I'm attorney Alex White. If you're injured, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
Derby season is here. Are your floors ready for this year's Run for the Refreshments? And they're off. Don't place your bet on a tired, worn-out floor. Corfage floor covering is a sure thing. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it. Call me on my cell phone.
Doesn't let Corfage floor covering give your home a photo finish.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
When the federal government shut down, food pantries in Louisville were running out, and hundreds of seniors could have gone hungry. I wasn't going to let that happen. While politicians in Washington argued, we acted, and 900 seniors never missed a meal.
Greg Greenberg stepped up when we had a great crisis in our community. When we needed a mayor, he took action. He is the one who got the job done.
Craig Greenberg is a good man, and he's been a great mayor.
Craig Greenberg for mayor.
At Big O, that now is no problem at all.
Step into spring savings with $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires. And use your Big O credit card to get $50 in rebate savings.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
We're back on Derby Day, your Derby station. There's the Twin Spires. You can thank Joseph Dominic Valdez, the architect, for those. He thought it would give this place a, quote, striking appearance, and I have to agree with him there. Here's a look from the other side. It's right about where we're sitting to bring you our live coverage throughout the day today. Race number 1 just wrapping up, so we'll be getting ready for race number 2, racing towards Derby 152.
Yes, and it's a cold one, but hey, still okay. Not a bad day. Beautiful outside to see so many people dressed up. Everybody looks fantastic. And you know, another person who's always been keeping an eye on the race is Mike Rapoli. Yesterday was not the day that he had hoped for.
He's gotten really big into horse racing in recent years. You may know him from his vitamin water success. He also owns a UFL football team right here in our city called the Louisville Kings. And today he will be running the favorite in the Derby, Renegade.
Yes. So he just actually posted on X just a few minutes ago. He said, "Happy Kentucky Derby to you all. Yesterday wasn't our day. Zany lost the Oaks, and we lost 3 other races. That's racing." You know, that's kind of attitude he has, that good old New York attitude. He says, "Today is another day. 7 horses in, 4 in stakes, and the favorite in the Kentucky Derby with Renegade. With with all dreams about the winner's circle, but being here with my 80-year-old plus parents, Benny and Waiter and Annie, the seamstress, my wife Maria and my daughter, my brother Jared, and our family and the closest friends. This is the real winner's circle." And he posted a picture with his family, and that is what today is about. He said it's about everybody else finding a way to find their winner's circle today.
Rapoli Stables had a horse in race number 1. Let's go now to Wave News anchor Jose Zozaya, who spoke with him just moments ago.
Mike Rapoli, I don't think he needs much more of an introduction. What I wanted to ask you real quick, Mike, we're getting the day started. How does it feel, by the way, when you have put in all that hard work, but you've got such a crew with you, an entourage? Does that make it that much more, you know, sweet of a memory of being here to spend the time with people?
I actually think it does the difference. It gives me a perspective that this is not about the race, that this is really about friends and family and a celebration of life. So, listen, I'm 0 for 11 in the Derby with 3 scratches, but we've had 11 incredible opportunities of being here. I got my dad who's 86, my mom who's 81, and I got my closest friends and family. So it's a celebration of life.
To your credit, though, I think you picked the right team with you. You talk, you know, the top pledges of the world. You picked Arad. Obviously, that's the pressure looking for the big race of the night. But that's not to say, you know, there's all those months of work that you're still putting into thinking and planning this out, too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Todd Pletcher and his incredible staff, Irad, best jockey in the country. You know, I've had Johnny on a lot of my great horses. It's putting together a team that you trust. I have 6 people that work for Rapoli Stable that pick out horses like Power Shift in this first race, Renegade. So it's really, really special.
Before I let you go, talk to me about the sense of commitment. You know, we had this sort of what could be a beginning of a Thurby tradition for the Kings down at Lynn Family State and the UFL growing this footprint in the community. So talk to me about what might feel like that sense of commitment for football fans and for horse racing fans who are getting to know you, but they're getting to know all the different things that you're a part of and responsible for.
You know, God got me here to Louisville the first time 20 years ago, and coming here on, you know, whether it's Breeders' Cup or big races, obviously the Kentucky Derby in Oaks, kind of fell in love with this community. I've watched the passion that the fans have here, and going to the King games, the first 3 games, honestly, the best thing I hear from these fans are thank you for choosing Louisville. They have a sense of pride about it, and you know what? It makes me feel really good. Louisville's a great city, and it's all of Kentucky. Lexington people are coming in, so it's very, very special.
Mike Rapoli, appreciate your time, Mike. Thank you for stopping by with us. We'll send it back to you at the desk.
All right, good deal, Jose. He'll have interviews from the paddock like that all day long as we are staring at the overview shot of the paddock here. Hey, want to bring you on set real quick to give a special shout out to Kroger. Thank them for organizing our set here in the Roses. They took time out from hand sewing the garland of roses that weighs over 40 pounds, more than 465 Freedom Roses in that, to give several dozen to us to make sure that we look nice on this Derby day.
They do it year after year for us, and the roses are absolutely gorgeous. They smell amazing. Have you ever been to the Kroger Middletown when they're making the garland?
No, but I know it's become a tradition for a lot of people in town.
It is such a tradition to see folks come year after year, parents who bring their kids over to see that. It's just their tradition that they do. Cindy Sullivan is always out there doing a great job for us, giving us her perspective on how the garland comes. It comes in with the police escort, right? The state police are there with it. So such a big part of today. But we'll see who's going to wear the garland.
One of 19 horses running later on today will claim that prize. We'll be here throughout the afternoon with all the fans.
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Some of that will be consumed today. 120,000 mint juleps throughout the weekend, filled with bourbon and watered down with some mint and ice. Here's the folks looking at the programs. Race number 2 will be the next one on the docket. We will talk about that on the other side of the break.
As they head to the backstretch, it's a tight pack.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speed rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Frank. It's neck and neck. Frank is winning. Frank wins.
No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby. Get your bet back if your horse finishes second or third in eligible races.
Looking to fit your crew, haul your cargo, or road trip to your next adventure? There's a Honda for that. Want big savings on the full Honda lineup, gas, hybrids, and EVs? There's a Honda for that. Looking for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies? Want the quality, reliability, and safety you know and love? There's a Honda for that. Want award-winning cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs on sale? There's a Honda for that. Search your local Honda dealer today.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
The difference between the big law firms and myself is I'm not trying to be some big legal empire. I want to earn one person's trust from day one and the first phone call to the end of the case. That's the Desmond difference.
We all know moms work hard, and Menards makes it easy to shop for perfect Mother's Day gifts that will show her how much you care. We've got great gifts for mom. Spend more time outdoors with our impressive selection of patio furniture, whether relaxing in style or adding color and beauty to a backyard space. Trust Menards to help you make this Mother's Day just as special as she is. Pick up these great gifts on sale now.
Save big money at Menards.
Mortgages in town.
Toyota Tacoma has been the #1 selling truck in its class for the past 21 years. You want to know how they stay #1?
You give Tacoma a more advanced powertrain. This hybrid iForce Max delivers 326 horsepower.
Tacoma's off-road capabilities are better than ever. And you've got an available 14-inch touchscreen.
And Tacoma has the best resale in its class.
Get 4.99 APR financing on a 26 Tacoma or a $299 a month lease.
America drives Toyota.
Let's go places.
Injured in a rideshare? Call Kaufman and Stigger for the most money.
Every day shaping up nicely for 152. We hope this fountain is the only water that we see. We want anything coming from the sky to muck up that track as the horses race down it later on today. One race on the card is already down as we take a look at the winner's circle, where somebody will add their name to this place's storied history later on today. You're looking at the race payouts here. So if you're betting at home, maybe on the Twin Spires app, there's a little info for you. And we've got the programs handy. Our handicapper sitting by as well. And we'll get you ready for race number 2 here in just a bit, as this place is starting to fill up a little bit as we head throughout the early part of the afternoon, late morning we're in right now. The infield changed a lot. We like seeing those shots, but we noticed yesterday for the Oaks it was a little tamer than it's been in years past. We'll see what it brings today.
Yeah, it's not the wild and crazy infield that we saw many years ago, but a lot of folks just having fun out there as well. So a good time to be had out here. And, you know, we were talking about the garland of roses, and that has made its way here to the track. And Alina Noakes is standing by with us with more on the garland. Hey, Alina, looking beautiful.
Hey, Myra. Thank you. You as well. And we're talking about the Garland of Roses. This is the sight to see. We have the garland right here on display at the Kroger booth in the fan experience. Isn't she beautiful? 40 pounds, over 400 roses, hand sewn by our lovely employees at the Kroger in Middletown. They spend hundreds of man hours putting this together, and it goes into so much detail. And they've been doing this for, you said, 40 years. This is Allison with Kroger. She helps to put this together, right? Yes. Tell me a little bit about the process.
Yes, so we spend about 180 man hours putting the greenery together. It's over 4 different types of greenery. That's really the showstopper of this. And then we will put over 465 roses on them. We hand sew each one. They go straight into a little water vial so that they stay fresh. If something doesn't look great today, I'll replace it. And then in the crown, we have a rose for every horse running and an extra for the heart and soul. So we've already had a horse scratch this morning, so I've pulled one out. So right now we have 20 roses and they're ready to go.
The attention to detail is incredible. Tell me, you put this on display in the Kroger, you make it, it's a live stream that constantly goes. How many people do you usually see come out?
So I think we saw over 7,000 to 10,000 last night. We saw almost every country on the live stream last night. So everybody gets a piece of history. This is the greatest trophy that's made in the world, and everyone can be a part of it.
Incredible. And this is going to be on display today up until it gets its security. Already has its security right here. We got our Navy men protecting this on guard, and they'll walk it out to the winner's circle.
Yep. So I will carry it, and then I will have the state police and the Navy escorting it with me out there. We'll put it on display in the winner's circle right before the race. It'll be ready to go, and then we'll hopefully hand that jockey bouquet to the jockey before he destroys any of these roses.
Absolutely incredible to see your work like this on live television. And, you know, if you want to stop by and see it, it's going to be here till 2 o'clock before it gets that escort out there right here in the fan experience. Back to you guys.
And it is truly beautiful. 40 pounds, it's pretty heavy, and 180 hours to put that together. Wow. And you think that when it comes to the roses, they became a traditional way of honoring the Derby winner in the early 1900s. And the first official garland of roses was designed in 1932 by Louisville florist Grace Walker, and then presented to the winning horse Burgoo King.
You want to see some of the old garlands? They have them in the Kentucky Derby Museum just next door. We mentioned the infield was a little tame yesterday. Maybe the fan experience has become the place to be. We have our reporters set up in all those spots, including outside the track where a lot of action happens. Stay with us here on Waves coverage of Kentucky Derby 152. All the action next after this short break.
Your Kentucky Derby official station. Waves coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Transcend Credit Union. Download the Wave Now app and watch all the latest episodes of Things I Need to Learn in Life I Didn't Learn in School.
With me, Dawn G. Available on all your favorite devices.
Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station. Waves coverage of the Kentucky Derby is sponsored by Hardin County Honda.
When the excitement in Derby City ends, it's just getting started in nearby Corydon and Harrison County. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
There's Mexican food, and then there's Gustavo's. 5 locations, Gustavo's Mexican Grill.
Abound Credit Union is for living. We're for Friday nights and Saturday mornings. We're for first drives and weekend trips. We have unique options based on your needs. Visit aboundcu.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Powered by Ward's 10 best engines, you can feel as comfortable out here as you do in here. Go Rogue in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
I'm attorney John D. Camillus. My experience and success cover a broad spectrum: car wrecks, slip and falls, dog bites, nursing home abuse, and large semi-crashes. Call me.
At Park Duval Community Health Centers, we believe healthcare is for everybody, everywhere. Our 7 locations across Kentucky provide affordable, high-quality care no matter your income. We are Park Duval.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day, or any other day. Sorry, fella.
In commercial fencing, reliability matters. At locally owned Okolona Fence, we show up on time, answer when you call, and get the job done right. Built with American-made products you can trust. Okolona Fence, reliable every time.
If you think the first Saturday in May is thrilling, imagine what you could do with a whole weekend. This is Corden. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
We are back out here live at Churchill Downs. The coats are out today, and so are the hats, as always. A little chillier on this Derby day, but dry so far. The sun is starting to come out, peek beyond some of the clouds here, and warm us up just a bit as we head throughout the day today. We are approximately 10 minutes away from the second race of the day. It is a 14-race card today. The Derby is number 12 on that list. Post time, 6:57. And so if you plan on coming down to the track, maybe you're waiting, hanging out with us, doing some coverage before you come down, there will be 2 races after the Derby, so you don't even have to get in that long line of people trying to leave when it gets all congested after the Derby ends and everyone wants to head for the doors. 2 more races afterwards. Hopefully that staggers it just a bit. The last one expected to go off around 8:33.
Yeah, so if you're getting ready at home right now, ladies and gentlemen, I would highly suggest wearing something that's going to keep you warm. You may have to sacrifice the outfit today. Go with being comfortable. You'll be much happier. All right, let's go now to our very own Dawn G. She's at the First Turn Club. Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Myra. Well, my 30-year-old calls it, you got to do it for the fit. That means you got to go with a little pain for beauty. So you got to be cold if you want to be gorgeous, and that's the outfit that you picked. Or if it's 90 degrees and you picked a sweater, that means you got to be hot. I'm going to ask these ladies if they're cold, but wait, look, you all. I'm with George Strait. Hello, Mr. Strait.
Hello, how are you today?
So they stop you and they want to take pictures with you because they think you're George Strait. How's that feel?
Well, I feel honored, very much honored, but we can't tell a lie either. We have to let them know.
All right, you all are Kentuckians. They are Kentuckians. Yes, to the ladies here, you're absolutely gorgeous. And Myra was saying, oh, make sure, you wrap up. So you all are doing it for the fit. Are you going to cover up at all, or are you just going with what you have?
I think I'm just going to go with what I have.
Are you cold at all?
Not right this minute, but
Not yet.
let the wind blow a little bit, and I will be.
Okay, so when did you pick this out? A while ago?
Oh, yeah. It starts about 3 months before, and then you have to get the hat. And
then it's colder than Christmas, right?
It's cold. It's cold.
There you go. Well, okay. It is an event, and they're doing it for the fit, Myra. That's what you got to do. So colder than it was last Christmas, and here you go. They're gonna do it with that. They're not wrapping up. Back to you.
They're pretty brave. I will say, I was just telling Brian, my toes are freezing. And you told me yesterday that's the first thing that's going to feel really cold.
Little socks, baby. I got them on.
You have long underwear on, too.
I do.
I'm going to sell you out over here.
Yeah, look, when Kevin talks, I listen.
Yes, we took his advice. All right, don't go anywhere. We're going to have much more coverage of the Kentucky Derby coming up right after this break. Stay with us.
There's Mexican food, and then there's Gustavo's. 5 locations, Gustavo's Mexican Grill.
Whatever your fleet of vehicles look like, Big O Tires has you covered. Tires, brakes, alignments, fluids, and more. We work with most national fleet accounts to make service simple for all your vehicles. We'll get you in and out the door fast, only at your local Kentuckiana Big O Tires.
Well, somebody's used a lot of energy. But I just taught Fido how to do push-ups. Huh?
If your energy usage is high, use my meter to find out why and change your energy habits.
Whoa, that much to charge him? I guess I better teach him how to be more energy efficient.
Find your energy zen.
Good morning, Kentucky. It's 7:45 on WKY.
And be aware, I-64 eastbound is crawling after a fender bender near the...
You're unstoppable. That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. That's 5 for 5. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woohoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky lottery game like Scratch-Offs.
Mortgages in town.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX, 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience. Is a car that stops short of amazing.
We all work hard, and now relaxing can be more affordable than ever at Southern Comfort Hot Tubs. New spas start at just $39.99. Now through Saturday, hot tubs are up to 50% off.
Family-owned Southern Comfort Hot Tubs. Relax more, pay less.
For 25 years, Kaufman & Stigger has helped victims of injury accidents. That's 25 years of trust and fighting to put the most money in your pocket, and 25 years of supporting our community. Here when you need us. Go to GetTheTiger.com.
Seen Thomas Massey's new ad. The elephant is fake, and so is Massey's claim of supporting President Trump. Massey was one of only 2 House Republicans to vote against Trump on border security. Trump's border wall, Massey voted no. And Massey's the only Republican to vote with AOC and Omar against Israel again and again. Massey votes with Democrats and against Trump. That's why President Trump supports Ed Galrein. UDP is responsible for the content of this ad.
At Big O, that now is no problem at all. Step into spring savings with $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires. And use your Big O credit card to get $50 in rebate savings.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Welcome back to Wave 3's coverage of Derby 152. We're heading into the second race, a mile and a 16th. The Twin Spires as they come to the gate, Mike.
Well, there you see the odds, and we have another big favorite like we had in race number 1. Number 8, Taptastic for Steve Asmussen. Right now, the fans love him at even money, and, you know, he doesn't have to go up against Renegade today like he did in the Arkansas Derby. And they may notice that this guy was on the Derby trail at one point.
A lot of money came in on the 4-horse Memory. That was a Bob Baffert horse, Flavian Pratt aboard.
Yeah, Out of the Woods, the one coming off a good win at this distance. He broke his maiden, won by almost 3 lengths. Johnny V. John Velasquez rides for Phil D'Amato. Sovereign Law, long shot in here for Juddmonte. Brad Cox trains. He won his maiden race 6 weeks ago, winning at a mile. Number 3, Steele, ran 9th in the Wood Memorial. Not sure he'll be fast enough, though, in here. He's 22 to 1. And you mentioned, Kendrick, the 4, Memory, trained by Bob Baffert, with Flavian Pratt in the saddle. A month ago, Memory won a 1-mile race at Santa Anita and was impressive doing that.
And then it was Seal Bay. Then we'll go to Make My Day. is the 6th horse coming in at 7-1. That is another Todd Pletcher horse ridden by Luis Saez.
Time for a pick. There's not a lot of speed in this. I'm going to go with the front runner, a little bit of a price. Make My Day, number 6. He went wire to wire in his last race. And I'm a little scared, though, of Taptastic, the 8. And Baffert's horse, Memory, may be in the mix, too. But I'll take a shot. I won't take the even money. I'll go with the 7-1 shot. Make My Day.
I'm a box to trifecta with the 4, 6, 8, which means I'll get 2 of the 3 because that's been what I've been doing all weekend long whenever I've picked a trifecta. But we're going with the 4, 6, 8.
Seal Bay.
They load
Lincoln's
into the
Law.
gate. And we are ready to race.
His head's not straight.
They're to the gate, and they're off. A good start for Very Connected, and so too Out of the Woods. Memory is racing for the lead too, and Make My Day on the outside. And behind them, Very Connected and Taptastic trying to angle over toward the inside to save some ground. Taptastic a little bit wide into that first turn, just in behind of Make My Day, and now advances in between. So they're on the first turn. Out of the Woods is out there leading, and Memory is stalking second. Seal Bay reserved outside third. Sovereign Law covered up inside fourth. Wide trip so far. Make My Day now fifth. Very Connected in sixth. Taptastic in some traffic. Tries to back out of there seventh. Steele advances toward the inside eighth. Then it's Our Money Man racing ninth by 3. Lincoln's Loss in 10th. And the trailer is Spirit of Royal, 9 or 10 lengths off the lead. And the quarter was 23-2. Out of the Woods leads the way past the half-mile pole. Memory continues to sit right alongside. Make My Day has made some progress, but has been wide throughout. 3 wide, and is now third and has to pick it up from there. Taptastic finding stride. Taptastic 4 wide. Far turn, but gaining ground nonetheless. Sovereign Law with an inside trip right behind the top 4. Very Connected in Our Money Man. Then it's Steele and Lincoln's Law. They hit the top of the stretch where they are stacked. Memory comes up, grabs a short lead. Out of the Woods, fights on inside though. Make My Day. Sovereign Law tries to find a split. Seal Bay on the far outside, so to Our Money Man. Taptastic hanging tough. Anyone's race 16th to go. Out of the Woods has fought back to grab the lead. Out of the Woods in front, Sovereign Law. Surges late, too late. Out of the Woods, took him wire to wire. Sovereign Law charging second. Our Money Man was third. Then it was Taptastic Memory or Make My Day.
Wow, Out of the Woods jumped on the lead and just would not let it go, Mike.
Well, he was in a little, looked like ahead of the stretch. He might be in a little trouble with the competition coming at him, but boy, he dug back in with Johnny V aboard, and impressive win here in race number 2 for Out of the Woods.
Found one last gear to get that win. Let's go back to the winner's circle with the winner's power shift from the first race. Fernando Garcia Francescini down there with Mike Rapoli.
Well, race number 1 on this beautiful Kentucky Derby day is now a wrap. And talk about a power shift. Power shift coming from behind in an exciting way, taking that first win. I'm here with the owner, Mike Rapoli. How are you feeling after that win?
You know, we have 7 in today. Of course, we have Renegade in the Derby, but getting a win right to start the day just made it so much fun.
And you're here with, it seems like, all of your family.
76 of my closest friends and family, and you know, today's gonna be a celebration of life. The Derby's great, but you know what? We got in the winner's circle, and we're gonna have a lot of fun today.
So tell me about the partnership, that team, Irad Ortiz and Todd Pletcher. You mentioned Renegade. There's been a lot of talk about that number 1 post position. Renegade is a heavy favorite going in, but how are you feeling about that number 1 post position? Are you buying into all of that superstition?
You know what? If you have a speed horse like I've had before, like Fierceness or even like Forte, having speed from the inside is a huge disadvantage. Renegade is a horse that comes from behind. He'll be 14th, 15th, or 16th. Irad has actually been in that 1 post the last 2 out of 4 years, and he's the best jockey in the country. So if anybody can navigate a great trip from the 1 post, it's Irad. Horse is doing great. Todd's one of the best trainers, and Irad's one of the best jockeys. So every horse that's going to win this race needs a trip.
How ready do you feel like Renegade is for that big Derby race?
You know, he's 2 for 2 this year. He's training great. He looks great. Seems like he's loving this course. if it's meant to be, it will be all day.
There we go. Congratulations on that first big win. Well, you heard it there. I mean, if you are thinking about betting on Renegade, if you heard him, he says it's still a safe bet. He believes that partnership between Irad Ortiz and Todd Plesher can take the horse all the way to win the Kentucky Derby. Of course, we'll keep reporting here from the winner's circle throughout the day, but for now, I'll go ahead and send things back to you.
Waves coverage of the Winner's Circle is sponsored by Thomas Law Offices. When you need a lawyer, choosing the winning team matters. In the Derby, every second counts. And after an injury, every decision you make matters. The sooner you act, the stronger your case can be. Thomas Law Offices, your winning team.
Thanks, Fernando. A great start for Mike Rapoli.
Oh, yeah. And my horse, my pick, Make My Day.
Did not make
he just had mid-stretch, he ran into so much trouble. He got jostled around, and then he got discouraged. But out of the woods, a lot of courage in that stretch run for him.
And an amazing second gear he had coming down the stretch to fight off the competition. We'll have much more. The Kentucky Derby 152 here at Churchill Downs, right here on Wave 3.
This new Tundra is amazing. It's rugged and capable.
Designed, engineered, and built right here in the USA.
And Tundra is more powerful and more fuel efficient.
The iForce Max hybrid powertrain delivers 437 horsepower.
And with the multi-terrain select, it automatically adjusts the engine throttle and traction.
Now get $3,000 customer cash on a new Tundra, 2.99 financing plus $1,000 APR cash or this $439 a month lease.
America drives Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey Kentucky, got horses? The Ferris Equine Program delivers exclusive savings for equine businesses and other organizations. Ferris mowers with patented suspension, the best ride on the market, and powered by Vanguard Commercial Power. Get yours at Outdoor Turf Products, your lawnmower superstore.
At Bob Hook Chevrolet, we give you more value with the new Chevy than any other dealer in Kentucky. Like our lifetime powertrain warranty, our love it or leave it 3-day guarantee, and your first 2 oil changes for free. Come see us or go to bobhook.com today.
I've spent my career protecting my community. I worked in D.C. for women's rights. 17 years ago, I joined the county attorney's office as a prosecutor and rose through the ranks. I successfully prosecuted Louisville's first hate crimes case, sued Donald Trump to protect the integrity of our elections, and argued to increase Louisville's minimum wage before the Kentucky Supreme Court. I helped negotiate the Breonna Taylor settlement and worked with LNPD on police reform. I'm Sarah Martin, Democrat for Jefferson County Attorney. There's more to do.
Looking to fit your crew, haul your cargo, or road trip to your next adventure? There's a Honda for that. Want big savings on the full Honda lineup, gas, hybrids, and EVs? There's a Honda for that. Looking for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies? Want the quality, reliability, and safety you know and love? There's a Honda for that. Want award-winning cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs on sale? There's a Honda for that. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Shoring with Advanced Implant Centers. I have 35 years experience and have performed over 17,000 dental implant procedures. It'd be my honor to meet you for a free consultation and give you the healthy, confident smile you deserve with our best price guarantee.
I wished I'd have financed it 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and gone ahead and got it done because it makes that big a difference.
I love my smile.
Do I recommend Dr. Shoring? Absolutely.
Visit AdvancedImplantCenters.com. Change your smile, change your life.
Derby Day Scrapbook is sponsored by Twin Spires.
Oh my gosh. It's fixed. Oh, man.
my goodness, I love that. Did you notice something in all that?
I noticed two things. One, David looks fantastic as Hunter
Yes, he
S.
does.
Thompson.
Yes.
And number two, I guess getting me buckled into the seat is a task and a half.
Anchor maintenance is what we call it. Yes, that's what I was just taking care of you.
Well, I wasn't doing anything.
I know,
for
combing your hair,
Tell me what you
fixing
need.
you up,
My
taking your
goodness.
pictures. Man, my to-do list is busy.
You know what?
The honey-do list?
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Usually we have Kevin helping us out. Today he's up in the first turn helping out with the weather, and oh, you brought in a new person with you here.
Well,
hello there.
Ryan got
Ryan.
froze and went home, so Ryan's here now.
We've thawed Ryan, and Ryan is out and ready.
You know, that's what it was like for me all week. You know, hanging with Schlonsky, I was like, I had to go to barber school. I had to learn to be a tailor.
He's a little high maintenance here.
Anchor high maintenance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
We always thought Shannon was the diva.
We'll put the crown on him later.
Brian, we thought we were crowning a Derby horse. No, it's going to be
Diva
Brian.
of the day. All right.
The Greek god himself.
He's not liking.
I was going to say something nice about Ryan, but I'll let you all pile it on. Now's the time. Ryan, bail me out, please, brother.
Well, yes, your outfit looks fantastic, too, here. And you look great because of your high maintenance habits.
Clearly, it was a lot of work to get to this point.
Yes. I had to work really hard at it today with him.
How's it feel up there? Is it windy?
No, not as windy as yesterday, which is the good news. We just did an update on the big board here, letting folks at Churchill Downs know that the rain chance is minimal across the area today, and that's the good news. We've kept an eye on the skies. The good news is that cloud base is higher, which means rain chances are now a little bit lower as we roll through the late morning hours into the afternoon.
I'm your favorite co-anchor.
Well, I don't know about that, Myra. I think he might have other favorite co-anchors. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. The jury's out on that. You got to watch for a mic. When you're wearing a mic, just know you can be heard, all right?
Hot mic.
We see that across the area today, a few peaks of sunshine will still be possible. Let me show you what the track conditions are here at Churchill Downs. The dirt is fast. The turf is firm. Both of those are good.
Yeah, good news.
The temperature's coming in right at 50 degrees.
Yeah, 50 degrees. We've got the clouds out there right now, and you see that on the satellite view here. We had some sun earlier. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, the sun, it's a miracle. But the problem is the sun is reactivating the cloud development. So now it's like a puffy cumulus cloud that we're getting. So we're going to see the clouds kind of be a signature thing today, along with those very light rain showers. Kevin, most of these light rain showers, mercifully, have been south and west of Louisville here, and we should be in pretty good shape rain chance-wise.
Yeah, we're going to keep it at a 20% chance right up to early afternoon, and then we'll fade that chance down as each hour progresses. So all in all, fairly dry, but there may be a time or two where you just need to step inside if there is a light shower. The best chance will be over the course of the next 3 to 4 hours on that. And then by post time, coming up just before 7 o'clock, we look for temperatures to be back in the mid-50s. So no doubt about this. We've talked about it for weeks now. This would be a cool and chilly Derby day. That is going to be the case, but it's going to be a mainly dry Derby day as well.
Coolest since 1989, in fact.
Yeah, that's for sure. Guys, we'll toss it back to your favorite co-anchor, I guess.
Well, look, you guys are laughing, but who will be laughing when I enter the Style Under the Spires fashion contest presented by L'Oreal Paris?
You're
one of the
with it,
categories,
baby.
Best Suited. It's at 1:30 this afternoon in between race 6 and 7. So
will I be on the set by myself here while you're out there?
You're going to go for Kentucky Derby finery. We'll both be gone.
I look like I just walked off the Titanic right before it sank with my old money. That's what I'm going for today.
Glad you made it. Here's some more fashion as we look across the track today. Get those pictures in while the weather is perfect here, albeit a little chilly. We are rolling on with our coverage, getting ready now for race number 3. Stay with us here on Wave, your Derby station.
This isn't us saying we make an EV.
This is us saying we make an EV worthy of being a Lexus. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. The all-electric RZ.
At Kaufman & Stinger, we've been helping injured friends, family, and neighbors for 25 years. When you call us after an injury accident, you will not be treated like a number because you are our neighbor. We live here, work here, and want to help. Go to getthetiger.com.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
Good morning, Kentucky. It's 7:45 on WKY.
And be aware, I-64 eastbound is crawling after a fender bender near the...
You were unstoppable. That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. That's 5 for 5. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woohoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky lottery game like scratch-offs.
When your car needs service, trust the team Louisville has counted on for over 40 years. From brakes and tires to AC diagnostics, Barnes Auto Service delivers expert, dependable care.
Book online at barnesautoservice.com.
20 minutes from downtown Louisville, you'll find a destination full of unique, one-of-a-kind attractions that can be found in just one place in Kentucky, only in Oldham County. From bourbon tours, boutiques, and botanical gardens to Trains on Main, award-winning restaurants, and natural history. It's all right here in the farm tour capital of Kentucky. Experience this pure Kentucky getaway in just one place in Kentucky, only in Oldham County. Visit touroldham.com.
May your trifecta hit and your bourbon pour easy. And when the race is done, come find your finish line at Hardin County Honda.
Happy Derby, Kentuckiana. Go, baby, go!
Woke Eddie Gowron won't debate. He won't answer questions from voters. Why? Because Woke Eddie doesn't want to talk about how he was chair and executive coach for a company that trained business leaders on implementing DEI programs. He doesn't want to explain why he left the GOP after Trump became the nominee in 2016 and why nearly all his big donors are Democrats. Eddie Gowron, completely woke, totally AWOL. Kentucky Fourth Pack is responsible for the content of this ad.
Want to get out in front of the pack? Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
We are back live at Churchill Downs as we take a look at the paddock area in the paddock terrace where folks can get a great look here at the Twin Spires up close and personal as we get ready for race number 3 today. Hey, as you are watching our coverage, it is going to be in crystal clear HDR. That stands for high dynamic range, letting you see Derby and the races like never before. Brighter highlights, deeper shadows, richer color, every detail popping. The silks to the stretch run. It's Derby in HDR.
It looks really good. All right, we know that coming to the Kentucky Derby is a bucket list item for a lot of people. And you always run into first-timers, which is a lot of fun.
I always love the interviews, hearing why they decided to add this to their bucket list. Let's go now to Wave News reporter Logan Perrone, who's talking to a couple of first-timers.
And so we're doing these like they're live, but they're not. So I'll just give a little countdown.
Okay.
We'll go and have a quick conversation.
Okay. Great.
All righty. 3, 2. It was bright and early here at Churchill Downs, and y'all know I don't sleep. Rob's not going to get any sleep tonight. Rob is a first-time Derby goer, or as we like to call them around here, Derby virgins. I was one last year. Rob, how are you feeling? You came all the way down from Michigan. Long drive.
It was a long drive, but well worth it. We're very excited to see the race, so very pumped.
Now, I see the shirt. Kind of give us a little more of that shirt. Where did you get this thing?
Amazon.
Oh, my God. Amazon? Are you serious?
Yes. Serious.
How much?
$20 maybe?
Send me the link when we get done.
You
this.
got it.
All right.
You got it.
So, were you at the Oaks yesterday?
We did not go to the Oaks. We came into town and went over to the Louis Sluggerville Museum. So we did a little bit of stuff, went downtown Louisville. So we had to get ready. You know, it's a long day today, so we're ready to go.
Not only is it a long day today, but there's a lot of horses running in the field.
Yes.
If you had to give us your pick, I've heard from a few people from in town.
Yep.
From your perspective and out of town, who's going to win this year's Kentucky Derby?
I'm going with Renegade. That's my pick. Renegade is my pick.
All right, Renegade. He is on the rail, so he's at a disadvantage, but you never know what can happen in those 2 exciting minutes in sports. So, Rob, we're going to let you go find your spot.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We will send it back to you guys.
Did you notice what he said?
3, 2, 1.
No, well but Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
Louisville. Oh, I like those suits. Look at that. They got some paint on them.
There's a lot of ways to say our grand town here.
Yes, so if you are a first-timer here to our wonderful city, it is Louisville.
Join the mumblers.
Yes,
that's what we do.
Louisville, like something's in your mouth while you're trying to talk.
All right.
Now that is a dress. How did she get in there?
Well, I wonder what the shoes are. Sneakers. Gotta be, right?
Gotta be. Be comfortable if you're coming out. We are going to take a quick break with more coverage of Kentucky Derby 152 coming up right after this break. Stay with us.
When the excitement in Derby City ends, it's just getting started in nearby Corydon and Harrison County. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
I don't know. I'm just not sure I see myself in one. I think I need to just think about it.
I totally understand, sir.
What's going on?
American muscle, chrome and steel. From a workday grind to a brand new field. Drug life, no wait, no push right here, right
now. Now, where were we? I'll take it.
There's Mexican food, and then there's Gustavo's. 5 locations, Gustavo's Mexican Grill.
Make Mother's Day special with Bud's Pfeiffer Jewelers. Right now, celebrate your love for Mom with a brilliant 1-carat heart-shaped loose diamond for only $4.99. Only at Bud's Pfeiffer Jewelers in downtown Corydon, Indiana.
This time of year, Kentucky is a place for celebration.
From the Derby in the spring to football in the fall.
One moment, you're celebrating with friends.
And the next, you're facing a DUI or criminal charge that could change everything.
When the stakes are this high, you need a trial attorney who will fight for you and win. My name is Tyler Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
And I'm Samina Hitch of Hitch Defense Attorneys.
Call us and let's get your life back.
When picking a horse, there's no such thing as a sure thing. But when picking a truck like Ford F-Series, there is. Because you don't become the best-selling truck 49 years straight by being a long shot.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Ford F-Series, the only sure thing on race day. Or any other day. Sorry, fella.
At Trilogy Health Services, we're proud to serve the seniors that call Kentuckiana their home, with more than 15 locations offering a range of personal care, memory care, independent living, and skilled services. To learn more about us, from our non-agency staffing to our engaging life enrichment programs, visit us online at trilogyhs.com.
If you think the first Saturday in May is thrilling, imagine what you could do with a whole weekend. This is Corydon. This is Harrison County. This is Indiana. Start planning your trip at thisisindiana.org.
Back with you now on this Derby day as we take a live look here into the infield, filling up today. One of the most fun spots to be as we hear a call to the post for race number 3 coming up here in just a bit. When we went to break before, we were hearing from some Derby first-timers as they learned how to pronounce the name of the city, from Louisville to Louisville to
Louisville.
Whatever you'd like to call it out here today. It's fun getting to meet people from all over the country and the world. We've talked to a lot of folks who are in from places like Florida and California that have historic race courses of their own, and breeds a lot of racing fans from those places. And so we're going to go next to talk to some people who are from maybe an area that you could think about horses, but in a different way than you would running around a track, more like out in the wild.
Yeah, out in the wild. And Kirsten Foote is out with some folks who are from Montana visiting us.
Well, Derby is getting closer, and we know that the anticipation is building, and people come from all over the world, all over the country. I'm with some new friends from Montana, Rena and Colin. First Derby, what brought you out here? What made you travel all this way?
It's an event that we enjoy. It's something, we're business partners, and so we always do a little bit of betting. We like the horses, and so a good Derby party, it's a bucket list item.
Probably all your friends are at home, probably having their own Derby parties, but you're at the Derby. What's that like?
It's a blast. We did the Oaks yesterday. Had a wonderful time. We're here early. I think we beat the crowd.
I love it.
So that's great. We're looking forward to it.
And you have the Renegade pin on. Is that going to be your pick for today?
It is going to be our pick for today. We're heavy on Renegade.
I like it. For any reason in particular?
We're not scared of the one post. We're buying in on Renegade. We don't really know what we're doing though, so.
I love it. Hey, does anyone really know what they're doing out here? What are you most excited about to take back to your friends at home and share what this experience was like with your friends back home?
I think all of it. I think the people here have been amazing to us. I mean, everywhere we went, from dinners to times out to crazy Uber rides, it's been fantastic. Really great people. It's an epic event.
Lovely. Anything else you'd like to add?
I think you said it well.
I love it. The vibes are high today. Energy's positive. And they're ready for Derby. Back to you.
All right, Kirsten, thank you so much. You can take a look at the horses. They're getting ready for race number 3. We're going to show it to you a little bit later. Race number 2 wrapped up not too long ago with Out of the Woods, that won race number 2.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. She talked to that couple from Montana. There are some Montana ties to the Kentucky Derby. Spokane winning the 15th Derby way back in 1889. More coverage after this short break.